That's the topic you want to talk about. I don't want to get straight into like dissing niggas. Like, yeah, so I was dissing this nigga.
Let's get right into the beef.
That's terrible.
No.
That'd be hard though.
Love you, man. Nah, but the one take Jake. So you're not the one take Jake master.
I think there's more to it than that. I feel like you shouldn't just focus on, I didn't do it the first time. Now I got. Some people trash the entire shit if they can't get it off.
You're right. You're right,
yeah,
man.
I'm not one of those. I appreciate like
they take like super pride in it.
Yeah, even with the writing process, let alone recording. Sometimes lately, I don't even believe in the word writer's block, but I have the same symptoms that show it. Like I'll write half of a song, and then I'll record only a hook and leave shit alone, and then have to come back later to fill in the gaps, you know.
You got that busy life though. That's all that is.
Yeah, that could be it too. I'm trying to like just.
I don't believe in writer's block either, for real.
I tried not to. Some days it hit, and then I'm like, I just gotta occupy myself with something else, get a little bit more out of reality, and then come back to it.
Straight up, because it's basically you just got a personal preference how you want it to sound. So.
Right. Yeah. No, I don't. I think when someone wants to force it and say, yeah, we gotta get this shit done today, when it becomes like a deadline is when we start saying, okay, I don't feel like it or whatever. Yeah. Because the art of it is really a mood. Like you just gotta be in the mood for it.
That takes the fun out of it, putting all that extra pressure on it and stuff.
Yeah, but you know, I like the pressure sometimes too on some Kobe shit.
Word. I was gonna ask you that later on.
That's Bread Boy. That's all Bread Boy. That's all.
Shout out to Bread Boy.
Shout out to Bread Boy. Gang, fam.
Let's get to business, man.
What's that?
So we getting right into it. I'm gonna start you off.
Oh, he got that.
And I couldn't wait to get you up here, man. By the way, I'm gonna start off with this.
I couldn't wait.
You think I got an arson with me?
This nigga talking like he the kingpin in this motherfucker. Like,
I got it.
What's up, Spidey?
But I'm glad you can make it up here, though. Real talk, brother. Real talk.
Yeah, happy to be here, man. Bless.
We made it work. You know, sometimes the schedule is not always perfect with everybody.
Right.
But no, I got some good questions for you, man. Unique talent we got up here today, man.
Thank you.
Brilliant young man. You know what I mean? He ain't old yet, so I can still call him young man.
I'm 30 this year, coming up.
He's always had that wonderful energy. He's always had that spark on stage. He gonna tear that verse down. You already know, man. I sent him something one time, and I went to the restroom, came back, checked my email. He was like, "Yeah, I sent that to you, bro." I read it. What?
Oh yeah. No, we used to get those back.
When
you can record it at the crib, yeah. Turnaround time is pretty quick.
Turnaround time is phenomenal, man. He's part of Gimme Gang. He's a creative person. He created his own brand, got his own style. You know what I mean? Originator.
Gimme Gang's an acronym too. I don't know if people ever knew that, but yeah.
An acronym. We're gonna get into that.
For sure.
And he represents the culture in a brilliant way, man. And he used to go by B. Lee, but Berran Lee today, man.
Same guy.
You already know, man.
I'm definitely happy. Thank you for having me, for sure.
You already know, man. No doubt, man. A brilliant talent, man. Like I said, brilliant human being. And we're gonna start you off real easy. So, when did you first get into hip hop, man?
I would say like 7.
Word.
7. My mom didn't really listen to it like that when I was growing up. She was more into R&B. I think because rap was still vulgar as hell, she didn't want her kids to like really fall right into it like that. Yeah. But stepdads will do it for you, you know.
I dig that. Especially in that era was, you know.
It was don't tell your mom I'm playing this 8-ball and MJG type shit. Just wildness. But 7, 106 in Park.
Oh yeah.
You know, whenever I would watch the music videos, like when Ludacris would finish rapping, that's when I would finish writing. And that's how I counted bars. Didn't realize I was.
So you grew up automatically, basically a connoisseur from the jump.
Yeah, that's it, right. Yeah, most definitely.
That's nice, man. Because I remember you early, seeing you in Sweden Cam's video.
Yeah,
the oldest remix?
The oldest joint.
What was that little dude back then, man?
It's like 17.
Word.
With a Wiz Khalifa stripe in my head. That shit was ugly as hell.
Because those was the homies, man. And then when I seen you in the video, I was like, there must be something unique about him.
Oh yeah,
he be in their video.
They the big bros. They like when it came down to it. I remember. I think go some years behind that. I think I was like maybe 15.
Okay.
and I was this Club Boondocks out in Vine Grove.
I remember Boondocks.
I popped
shows
out.
for us.
I would go there all through the summer. They had little teen, shit popping all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But Calvin was the first time I saw him.
Beezy. Shout out to Beezy.
Shout out to Beezy. I think it was him and his brother C Paper, I believe. If not Regal, shout out to both of them.
Okay. C Paper.
But yeah, I walked up to him and I just kept seeing the Bread Boy things. They had the shirts all the time in the streets and doing hella shows and
Bread Boy.
people in Meade County, because I stayed in Meade County, would tell me like, "Are you with the Bread Boys? Have you ever heard of them?" And I had to like do my research on MySpace and shit like that. And they was just really running Hardin County at a certain time. You had to be there and just see what they did for me to be later on a part of that. So salute to the history that I jumped onto. I didn't start too much, but I also helped finish a lot.
I did what you said.
Yeah. So,
respectfully.
but I told him, you should sign me. And he didn't.
Word.
Nah.
How do you feel about that at the beginning?
I still feel how I feel.
So you still felt like a hot commodity, but
they just had to see it. You can say what you want to be and who you think you should be in the position of somebody else to put you in there.
But you got to show that.
Yeah. So I drowned him.
Word.
I drowned him with music, non-stop. You saw Facebook. You saw what I was doing.
Oh, man. Back when you had the mini fro, you was the freestyle.
I used to drop them non-stop. So, like, I think I dropped Purple Hearted 2. I was 20. Yeah, 20 tracks. And that's when Sweet reached out.
Okay.
Sweet reached out. Yeah. Sweet gave me my first verse from somebody in Radcliffe, I guess, in that time. And then to be in Bread Boy on top of that, when Sweet got on, we did the I Look Good on My Mama.
Remix?
We remixed that. I was on some kid shit, really. But, like, he spazzed. It sounded like he was in the studio versus me being on a Toshiba at the crib, but it's still like, man, I was so hyped.
Experience.
Yeah, that's big bro after that. Like, he really looked at me as an artist.
Love Sweet.
Not a lot of people did at that time.
Right. So he embraced you. It's kind of like one of the first ones to embrace you.
Him and Chuck. Shout out to Chuck. That's still my sis, too.
Shout out to Chuck, man. Love her, too.
They took me to Waffle House. They took me to Waffle House. And,
Nice treat.
I think Sweet was on his shit, bro, because he was like maybe 27. Mind you, I'm like 29 now, so I just remember how he was. He's like, man, you got something, man. Like, I think we could put you, I'm going to take you under my wing. And this is Sweet, just being, he sees potential, and he's like, you like a young me, man.
Word.
And he would say that. Now, I wouldn't meet Cam until later, but we'll get into that later.
Shout out Cam, man.
After that, he was like, we're going to shoot this shoot, pull up. We gonna get you in a cameo. They gonna be like, who is this little nigga? Like, they was just. And
so he already had like a mini vision for you when he first met you.
I think he was, Sweet had that vision. He pitched it.
Word.
Then I would meet like everybody. I met Ant. I met Tex. All of them at the shoot.
Shout out to Tex, man.
Shout out to Tex.
It's the dog.
When Tex saw my charisma, just like how I was as a kid, I was doing everything above and beyond in that video, like pin drops and shit like that. And just being a kid that was trying to be hype, and at the end of the day, that was, with Tupac and Digital Underground. He's just trying to make the best out of something.
Right.
And
had that energy, he's excited.
Yeah, so he pulled me to the side. He wanted to talk. He wanted to see what I had planned as far as music, because I was just the face in the music video. I didn't have a verse.
Facts.
But I told him, like, I'm working on Purple Hearted 2. Now, I recorded half of Purple Hearted 2 at my crib.
Word.
Yeah, I
was going to ask you that if you ever record yourself.
I did a lot of my mixing at the crib at first.
Okay. Word.
Actually, now that I think about it, scratch everything. I did all the Purple Hearted 2 at my crib.
Every bit of it.
But the CD duplication was through Bread Boy.
Okay. Yeah, they was big on that too back
And they gave me like 100 CDs to see if I could get them off.
Word.
Yeah, that's how I finished high school, like graduate.
Tex used to press on mixtapes for me all the time.
Yeah. No, I was behind there putting a lot of y'all inserts together. Yeah. That's how I had my free studio time for that reason.
Yeah, like, that's word. They was full throttle.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
That's nice. So they embraced you like right off the bat, basically.
Had to,
But there's a lot to that process.
Yeah,
there's
man.
a lot to it.
Let's say
y'all ain't even got to the first joint yet. So.
It wasn't until 18 I got to sign with them.
Okay.
Just because
contractual.
My mom was there.
You can bring your mama.
Was there. I just want to make sure y'all good.
My Dukes,
Yeah.
Like on that Jordan movie, man. They bought mama.
They took care of me. They took care of me in the sense of making sure I got the exposure was there. So
because they was already moving, in a professional way.
Yeah, and we were adding more people on. Then it would be Scooter and Jay Holt, and it just would get fatter and fatter.
Yeah, grew, and it just kept going.
Yeah,
nice, man. So moving forward with this, what kind of your greatest stage moment or the performance that you ever had? Because I know you big on doing shows, man. What would you say? And it don't have to be the biggest. It could be maybe your most memorable.
So my thing with shows specifically is like, I love shows above all other elements that have to do with the music business because that's the high you can't buy.
You like it more than recording? Performance over recording? I mean,
recording is what I already envision performing.
Right.
So when I'm performing it, it's like, man, that's me finally leaving the dojo and putting it in real world time, time. So like, yeah, I make sure the big shows are executed. So the bigger the show, the probably bigger it was. Like I went to I performed at Mercury Ballroom like 3 times.
Mercury Ballroom?
Yeah, 3 years back to back.
Kentucky.
Yeah. That was, Bryson, Jack Harlow, Big Sean, a lot of names on that stage. I was happy to be on it. Performance-wise, 12-hour drive to Manhattan, BET, Freestyle Friday.
We're going to get into that.
Yeah, that was another performance.
I got all that in the pocket for you.
And, of course, there was a Father's Day one with my kid. Yeah, she got on stage and got to just rock with me.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's
nothing could beat that. So, I got a petty question for you.
Okay.
Can B. Lee be bodied?
In what way?
Anyway.
No. I'm not letting
that
way. Happen. Like, if you had a fucking Kimbo Slice nigga come in like, what's up, nigga? I'm like, gosh, show him I'm on. Like, it'd be like that. Nah, music-wise, if you mean like music-wise, no. I try not to let that happen.
Well, you caught a body in that shot, I heard.
Yeah, but it was...
I don't know who's on the other end of that.
So let's be clear.
But you went in.
Let's just be clear. Every time you ever see or hear me go after somebody, they came at me first.
Okay, yeah, let's be clear.
I'm a defensive rapper.
He's the solver, not the starter, baby.
Yeah, I finish shit. I don't like to start it because I got shit to worry about all the time. During that time, my whole thing was like the awards and trying to get people to vote.
Right.
Meanwhile, niggas is talking about my baby mama and all types of shit on songs.
That's not even your angle.
It's personal.
Yeah.
When you want to get personal, I can get personal.
So when they make you air them, you gotta air it.
Yes.
Yeah.
It felt good. Like that laugh is the same laugh I finished recording with. Like these niggas.
We know when that laugh comes.
Yeah, I be trying to chill, bro. It's like Jekyll and Hyde sometimes,
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
I was the yin and the yang to that.
Man, it's a lot to just unpack to think like, man, how's it gonna affect you in the long run? But to do that song, I tried to make sure I wasn't going for the jugular, but if I was, it was to say, this is a fact, that's a fact, this is a fact, that's a fact. I can do this, you can't do that. It's like,
who's on point with it?
Yeah, run circles. Speedy Gonzalez.
I like that, man. Real connoisseur about the hip hop head too. You could tell, man.
Oh yeah, no,
he going right for the head and clip it off.
A lot of mentors.
Yeah. So moving forward, coming from a rap group, I know you're an individual artist yourself, but what do you say is your top rap groups ever? What you got? Give me 3 or 5 or...
I mean, Impact 5, like, yeah, impactful for me.
For your own reasoning, brother.
Yeah, man, I'm a G-Unit kid.
Oh, man.
I watched G-Unit, like,
Word.
Cam and Sweet, they watched Dipset. I watched G-Unit. That was my, like...
Understandable.
If I had a crew, it would be as solid as them. That's how I looked at it. Wu-Tang.
That's hard. Oh, yeah. Wu-Head.
Wu-Tang.
2 wonderful ones right there. Nice.
Group-wise, I'm trying to think group. Because duo, I don't want to count duo into that. We can talk something else. With
that duo. Is different.
It's very different. Because that's Red and Method. They already in there.
Yeah.
Solid.
That's a duo.
Let me see.
Good stuff.
I like Terror Squad.
Do you?
Terror Squad.
Okay.
Joe's always been nice.
I like how you threw them in there.
Yeah.
They kind of like forgotten in the corner a little bit, but they're
like
hard.
Individually, they're all still popping.
Yeah, they're hard.
Like especially Remy. Remy got all of her 25 years back. I don't know how. But
still going.
Type shit.
Yeah.
That's hard.
She got a good support cast.
Oh yeah, most definitely. All right, you know what? Top Dog. All of them, Black Hippie Crew, they've been spazzing. Kendrick, all of them. Anybody, when I seen them in the ciphers, it's like, oh, they finna bully whoever.
Yeah.
That's cool to me.
A lot of talent with them.
So is that 3? Okay. 4, I would say, I liked Slaughterhouse for a moment. Because just when they were very unique.
Deep too.
Yeah. Matter of fact, Crooked Eye was nice.
It was hard.
I thought Joe was just funny. Joe had the funniest shit.
I don't even know what to think about Joe.
Joe and Joel Ortiz.
Yeah, okay, Joel can rap.
Ortiz was nice.
He can rap, yeah.
Yeah. Royce, obviously.
Royce definitely. He can rap his ass off, bro.
Yeah.
Pause.
Let me see. There's one more, I feel like. Because then I'm thinking like ciphers all the time. Like when they really... Good music had a good run.
Good music's a good one.
Good music was like Kanye, Big Sean, Common.
Yeah. Oh man,
Cudi.
there's a number of lyricists in there.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I think what it was, the way they ran it, I was just kind of waiting for them to... I think it was a hill I was waiting for them to overcome.
I mean, they were very, very like the guys. To
it
beat.
Deep lyrical.
But I think because that ego can sometimes override some shit, you can't really set the sail.
Yeah.
You know?
There was a lot of Kanye going on with that.
Yeah, that's what. That was the sail that broke.
Yeah. That was like, he was like a focal
point. Still
point.
Love Kanye. Still love Kanye.
One of my favorites ever.
Of course.
Yeah. It was a distraction. Huh. So moving forward with this, that's an interesting 5 though. I like that 5.
Thank you.
So within the group of Bad Boy, was there a lot of sparring, friendly competition?
Oh, you had
competitive nature.
You had to.
I imagine.
And that's through the management, you know. it wasn't even.
Oh, you heard his verse? Yeah, going in there.
The way it would work, Calvin was president, Tex was CEO. Tex would handle the music, Calvin would handle the events, everything, etc. But even then, if everyone was in a collective, we were gonna make sure we got the best out of each other each time. So sometimes I would go after Sweet. Sometimes Cam would say something about me,
right?
Or you know, and then I think it kind of died down after, like, because Holt and Scooter were bringing in anthems.
Okay,
they were bringing in more of that. We were like,
I love their music.
Their music's hard. I love their music, but when it comes back to, like, say the Cypher situation.
Oh man, I remember the Cypher.
You saw Cam and you saw B. Lee. You didn't see Sweet because he just had other things going. But in the mentality of Bread Boy, those are the 3 guys that say, "Oh, I could battle them because they'll battle me back."
So you saying whenever that Cypher came out, some of that energy.
Yeah, Scoot and Holt, they might just beat your ass. They might just beat your ass.
So I can only imagine. There's a lot of talent in that group, man.
Yeah.
So moving forward, and I remember, man, like your epic, notorious freestyles that you had, but even back.
Notorious is wild.
To me, they was. I mean, hey, when you got on there, was it Freestyle Friday? Yeah. No, was it Fridays? You used to tear it down.
Oh yeah, Facebook Fridays.
Facebook
Fridays.
When you had the mini fro.
Yeah. I've been trying to do something different lately.
You know what was going down.
Yeah.
I love that, man.
I don't know how I don't talk about it, but like I used to hype myself up a lot before I would start.
Okay.
It's like
you're full of aggression.
Show these niggas, bro. like, hey, don't let it get about no females either. Like, that bitch said this. She really thought I wasn't. All right, nigga. Like, I think it's a Scorpio thing. I feel like.
So you pushed yourself?
Yeah.
I'm a Leo, man.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm surrounded by Leos.
My birthday's in a couple days.
They mama, daughter, all Leos.
Yeah, Team Leo, by the way.
Scorpios in here.
So you would get yourself built up before you went in on those.
Yeah, that's how I think it delivered well for me. Especially when it was like the Mad City or something like that. It was everything for me to say, this is a Kendrick Lamar song. Kendrick Lamar is one of the guys that is like in everyone's top 5 for one because he spazzes like that. So for me to touch something like that, that's the good kid, man, man down.
So highly inspired by Kendrick.
Highly inspired by Kendrick, but I only have one golden rule when it comes to me remixing. I have to attempt to be better than the original.
You gotta try to outdo it. Yeah.
Every time.
Facts.
And for some reason, 100,000 views later, they're just like, that guy's how are you not?
Yeah.
I hate hearing that.
And I noticed you reached the string plateau. Am I correct on that?
It's been cool. It's been cool lately.
Is there a number on that you want to lay? We'll keep that. We won't get people too long. Just know he killing it out there, man.
For sure.
He putting that work in. It's been up back since, like I said, we had the mini fro.
Yeah.
You see him coming there, he about to bully something, man.
Still creating nonstop.
You know, tear it down, yo. So, moving forward with this, this is this is a question that I like to ask because I'm the eating man. So,
Gotcha.
Would you prefer home cooked meals or would you rather eat out?
Everything's a mood. I'm not too picky.
Okay.
I have my spots to eat out at, and I also have my dishes. You know, I like to cook, and sometimes I like to, just explore. If she want to cook, show me how you throw down. I really want to see what the character development is.
Get it in while you're at the crib.
However you cook is how you are in life. How you treat it, for real.
That's a good analogy. I like that.
I mean, that's the truth. Some people think it's just mathematics where you got to put this amount in, that amount. I can follow directions, but do I really have my own signatures to have that certain taste?
Because there's soul to it.
Yeah, because somebody, someone's going to say, no one makes cooking like my mom's cooking, because she has some sort of character development of how she made it. She followed the directions at one point, but then she started doing her own shit.
You're right, because sometimes you eat some shit, you be like, whoa, what you put in this?
It's different.
So, moving forward with this. I usually ask people this whenever they come up here. What was that breaking point in life that you had where you was like, all right, enough of the games. No, I'm tired of all the games. I'm just going to lock it in and go ahead and kill it and take it full throttle, pedal to the metal. Was there any moment that you came to a head where that no turning back focus moment?
It's always gonna be hitting like that. It comes in waves, bro.
That's a good answer.
It comes in waves.
Life is like that.
Yeah, just like they say, moods change like seasons. So do the events and the obstacles. And in that time, you got to keep trying to adapt each time. The first time, when college wasn't for me and the military turned out to be. Okay. Later in life, me having my child, me having my kid was everything to say. I can't say. Okay. I can't. It just doesn't sit right.
So you saying the life of process?
Yeah, the process of it. Losing family, like that's been the new one.
That's always a big turning point.
Yeah. My cousin, my twin, he left last year. We're actually coming on the first year anniversary. It was a suicidal cause. And
God bless.
Yeah, but share the same birthday with him, and that's everything. He would have been 24 this year.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So it's spiritual.
It's very spiritual, but even then, like, I drop flying nimbus in a sense of like knowing to be in a society that feels like you're not good enough and you feel like you're obsolete for that, and you just do what you feel like is right to do. Right. I say fuck that idea because I'm still here.
You're here for a reason.
I'm here for a reason. If that was anything that I took from that experience, which I'm trying to like really embrace a lot these days, is never looking at the tank half full if you still have half a tank.
Definitely.
Like some people look at it half empty, and then to be half full is to say, okay, I'm happy, I'm just going through the experience to know that this is going to make me better because I got to grow no matter what. Right. Yeah, so
when things come your way,
you can't bullshit that.
You got to tackle it.
If you look at the same thing happening to you twice and you have the same reaction, the same result, and just lay in defeat, you're not really living. Not for yourself. Yeah. Just refried. Someone else has control over you. Yeah.
Right. So there's no growth there. Yeah.
Not at all.
That's a very nice answer.
I'm trying to do better, man. Some people see me when I hear B Lee, I'm wondering like, who am I talking to and how do they view me? Right. Because I know I was a kid at one point where a lot of people got to see that. Right. But as an adult, I had to do adult things. I just went back to school shopping with my kid today.
Beautiful. So you care about what you're putting into the universe, and that's natural when you get older. You get older, you get the more you care.
I love hearing the stories about how I was a piece of shit to somebody when I was a kid. I love hearing those stories because then I laugh at them.
You wasn't shit back in the day.
But it's so important to say like, we are never who we are remembered to be.
We're not. We were babies back then.
Yeah. So for someone to say like, I remember you did this to me, I kind of laugh at the situation, not because I enjoyed it. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't.
Because you're not that anymore.
That, and because you're not getting the gist of what it meant for it to happen. When something bad happens to me, something good happens to me, or something happens where I don't even know how to react to it, I have to learn how to respond and also learn how to grow from that situation.
That is facts. You gotta learn, for one, to control your emotions, and then think about what you do before you do it.
But most importantly, be appreciative of it. When you appreciate it, it's everything that you take that's good because of it.
Okay.
Like
so embrace it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because some people never even get that experience.
Right.
Some people never even get it.
And like you said, just be grateful for your experience in life. Because life is beautiful.
Always.
So moving forward with this, can you explain to us the experiences that you shared with Jack Harlow? I noticed one of your joints on YouTube.
Yeah.
Was it Flame?
Yeah.
I was rocking to that the other day.
Yeah, thank you.
It was popping. And then when we got to the end of the video, I seen you and Jack at a party.
Yeah, that was a Warsaw video he shot.
Okay.
That was like 2019.
Okay.
Yeah. Good times. That was good times. You want to talk about it?
The party popping?
Yeah, nah, the party was lit. Crazy. That was a whole weekend of. I saw him twice, 2 days in a row. So
shout out to Jack.
Yeah, Jack was doing big things, man. Confetti just dropped with him and DJ Drama. I was literally out with my boys. We went to Sully's that night. Sully's was popping on in the Highlands at the time.
Sully's used to be, it was
lit. It was lit that summer. So he had his after party there for the drop. He just dropped his tape, and my boys, I guess when we ran through it, I was chilling at the bar. He was chilling in the VIP, and it was 2 for 1. One of his peoples recognized me, told Jack. Jack said, "Bring him." Okay. Now we're in the VIP. The rest was like videos of just us chilling with Cardinal basketball players and
the Louisville retards.
What wasn't on camera was like some
other stuff.
Yeah, always other stuff, but you can't talk about it like act like you need to be here or you've been around here to say like, you know, I'm not too frazzled by it, but I'm also not gonna indulge. You feel me?
Word. So you're like, I'm not about to be all stars.
Yeah, be a fly on the wall is simply what I was, and we did have that talk. It was a cool moment where he would just lean on the banister, had his little Ciroc bottle on him, and I'm just looking at him because like the first time I met him, flashback real quick.
That's when he was heating up right there, right? 19.
So 2019 is when that dropped. But crazy thing, Flame wasn't recording until 2016.
Word.
Yeah, I met him when he graduated high school.
So that was way before that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So to see the
little history lesson right there.
People was like, yeah, he just got on. Someone said a rumor of like I did Flame right before he popped.
You cropped it, you know, like that song like big and pop, but they put them together.
Yeah, but the thing was like, okay, so I was going through trying to finish up Year of the Youngin.
Okay.
That was my first debut album with Bread Boy that would drop in 2017.
Remember that joint?
Yeah, so whenever we were getting the final songs, they were just grabbing singles left and right, and I would just go through beats. Like I'm the type to go on YouTube still to this day. If I like it, I'm gonna get the rights, lease, whatever, and
just do the business right.
Yeah, so I got the lease for this one beat. I'm trying to remember the producer. I'm sorry I can't at the moment. But when I started writing the hook, I recorded the hook, then I did the verse. The verse was hot, but I'm used to having hot verses.
Flaming.
So I'm not afraid to send somebody a record that already has my verse on it because I'm that confident.
Right.
Some people have to redo their shit.
Yeah, I can tell you a confident artist, facts.
Yeah, so I sent it to Harlow via email because we had a Twitter conversation.
Okay.
He was real. He's always been someone who's open to just have a conversation. Okay. That's Harlow as a person. So asking him, hey, you know, I got this song. My manager told me about you. I saw your video. His car, he was on his bike or something like that, riding through the city, glasses on and everything, but still spazzing. And as one kid to another kid who made good music, I was like, "You trying to get a session? I'll book it." Yeah.
Because you was running around that area too.
Yeah, we actually had the same engineers, Slick or Saint. You know,
Slick.
Yeah, Slicks and Saint. They both monsters, legends, legends in the city.
So he embraced you with open arms, right from the back.
Yeah. We were just two kids that loved to make music, and we knew we could like do unworldly like things on a beat. Right. And for him to show me in real time how he spazzes in a booth, I think he maybe took like 2 or 3 takes, but everything was so.
But the level of professionalism you respected.
The tempo was almost like we're in a track race and we're both meeting that line of still being
Okay.
Yeah, no one else is seeing us in that room. Like if someone was like, "Yo, let me get a verse," we're probably not giving you that.
Right. So y'all was parallel.
Yeah.
On the same level.
It's
sequence.
I wonder how Flash felt when he saw Superman could keep up, because that was kind of like that.
And you know, in the moments, you know, you can feel certain energy, certain chakrams.
Yeah.
You know, certain vibes that it's just in the room. You don't even really know how to explain it. It's just it's just a special moment. Yeah. You know what I mean?
So, but even then, the respect was there, and so I don't know. I probably didn't even talk to him too much after that. I saw him at a few more shows. I came out to support in 2 different scenarios. The Warsaw video, I popped out because after I saw him in that club, go back, fast forward 2019, I mean, I started asking him like, yo, how you feel about all this? This is dope, right? Like, you're getting what you wanted. I feel like you deserve this. Right. And he's like, honestly, man, I would rather be in the studio. I'm not too much into his...
So he's craft first. He's a craftsman.
Kind of antisocial at this age, but I think he was still trying to embrace everything that was coming to him.
There was a lot going on because, like you said, around at that time, that's right when he started catapulting. Yeah. Taking off right after that.
Oh, I was smiling every sway in the
DJ
morning video.
Yeah.
When he was freestyling and not missing, I was hyping my whip, just seeing it. Like
I like his freestyle sway.
Yeah.
And I like how he stays within himself. You know what I mean? A lot of artists, they feel like they can't stay within themselves because they feel that, you know, they'll reach something that's really out of their pocket and is uncomfortable. And you got that same thing with Jack. Y'all stay in y'all to where, you know, y'all not reaching. Y'all are being yourself on the record.
Yeah, it's Kentucky.
And I just respect that.
Yeah.
I love that. That's what I respected about Wiz Khalifa. When he first came out, not Killer Wiz, which Killer Wiz can rap.
Killer Wiz is hard.
Killer Wiz was dope. He was
hard. Young.
Yeah, he was hard. Yeah. But I'm talking about when he got on that level of professionalism and he started marketing himself and started showing his real self.
Yeah, man. You can't get on a song when you 40 saying that, yo, it's Clipsburg, Pistolvania. Like, you can't get that off. That's crazy.
But I love that because to me that's such a good example for kids. You know what I mean? You don't have to do that. Nah. So yeah, moving forward. So have you always seen yourself as top tier?
I work like that.
Okay.
I feel like that was my I work like that. I used to tell myself, I deserve this, I deserve that, I deserve this. But just telling myself was also implanting what I need to do in order to get that. Okay. Or in order to be that and be there for that. Like, everybody wants to be the guy. Right. Everybody wants to be in the room whenever the guy gets the big chance with the other big guys.
We feel like you have more work to do.
And I did the work. And I'm not saying there's not any more work to be done. It's always work to be done. Right. That's why I'm still making music. That's why I'm still doing shows. That's why I'm still in interviews. That's why I'm still not afraid to say, yeah, let's do it. If it's the same day, I'll be there. Because that's the grind. Being consistent, staying afloat. Everyone wants to get on, but keeping the boat rowing and floating and just...
You be putting the work in, man. You've been consistent for a long time.
Thank you.
Catch up, people. For sure. And that was a nice answer, man.
Humbly, you know.
Humbly and respectfully. So, you got any favorite producers or beat makers?
Currently, once again, music is a mood. It's not so many producers that I listen to. I mean, I'm always going to be a fan of Pharrell. Okay. Pharrell, Timbaland, you know, they just have so much alternatives to hip-hop where if it sounds new, but it's still catchy, like something that's unheard of, I'm probably going to deep dive into it because I'm not too much of following trends versus hearing something that sounds like it fits me. Like, everyone wants the new retro Jordans, but when you get some designer shit, something that's just fitting for you, you rock it better.
That's what people used to say, like, if I make some merch, you know what I mean, or if I create like a trademark or something like that.
I got my own shit already.
Yeah. You know it?
Yeah, most
they
definitely.
Respect it because it's something they ain't never seen before.
Exactly.
Mainly.
Yeah. No one else's ideas really stay afloat unless you put something of a groundwork to bring it into reality of saying like, okay, here's the designs for this, or you know, me going to tell somebody I got this idea just so they can shoot it down and then say, nah, it is a dumb idea off somebody else's idea of saying it's a dumb idea. It's a dumb idea. Don't tell them. Like, I don't know if that's a good idea, but you're also not me. Fuck you. Like,
I got a great idea for you.
I had to go through the experience. That's why I say I'm grateful for the experience. Even if I fall flat on my face, my get back up is the character development. Because the get back up is something a lot of people...
The get back is everything.
They suck at doing sometimes.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean they never will, but sometimes it takes longer than others. So when you realize, like, only you can stand up for you.
In fact, sometimes it takes longer than others, depending on the situation.
You just gotta change the motive.
Okay. So, moving forward to this. This is always a petty question.
Cool. I like petty questions.
iPhone or Android?
iPhone. Is that it?
My nigga. Yep, that's it.
Be a fucking adult.
I love it.
I have an Android because I'm different. Okay.
Come Death Row. Come iPhone, y'all. Stop playing.
You got Android because you want to be different.
Yeah.
Stop being...
I got an Android. So?
That's pesky. You're trolling for life.
You deserve a flat tire.
You're trolling.
You trolling.
Ew, green text. Like, that's nasty.
Yeah,
hurts my eyes.
And the pictures, y'all picture game.
Oh God! If I text you and you
pixels.
text me back in green, I'm either in the mountains or you got your shit cut off, or I don't know what. But I can't send you these gifts that I want to send you.
Like, yeah, where y'all at? West Virginia somewhere in the mountains?
Bullshit ass phone, sorry. It's
like you said, grow up.
Every time I have friends who have Androids and I text them in green, and every time I get the opportunity, I'll punch them in the gut with that bullshit. And I was like, "Did you just send me a video? It's blurry." Yeah, maybe so is your.
And look, you gotta send them emojis just to be petty. You know the ones they can't get.
Yeah, that shit was like 16-bit from the SNES.
They on 720p.
Oh my God, Super Nintendo. My God.
Team iPhone.
Yeah, most definitely.
Moving forward, so who's some of the big inspirations in life? It don't have to be like music or business and that. Just it could be like an OG or something. Just somebody that dropped them gems in that game on you.
Oh yeah. Buddha, Mahatma Gandhi.
Okay.
Shit, Drake. Let me say, Nipsey Hussle. He was saying shit.
Nipsey
But it's
Nipsey dropped some game in them records.
My top 5 always had gems. That's why they're my top 5. I can just list them out like that.
We're gonna get into that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, but to say which ones give me the most gems in that top 5, not even in like order, but it's known for them in my mind. Fab.
Fab's a good one.
Fab has a lot of gems.
Fab's a smooth one, man.
He's very smooth.
He's one of my favorites.
It's almost like when you get something you think is like hard liquor, but you say it's like that's kind of smooth. Like you be one of those. Yeah. Fab.
What I liked about Fab growing up, and nothing even about music. He was always fresh. Fresh to death. He had the throwbacks and all that.
I can't deny it. I'm a straight rider. You don't want to with me.
So, moving forward with this, B. Lee. So, do you enjoy or appreciate the business side of the game, or do you like the craft side more? Which one do you respect more?
I like the craft side. If you paid me for the craft side of it, I would just be a millionaire because all I love is the craft. But I also know it's important to do the business, and when you do the business right, you'll love it too.
That's facts.
Yeah, you just got to know what's important. So sometimes we don't. We love to do the shows, but we hate to do the BMI that pays us for the shows when nobody is going to. We love to make the music, but we hate to do the $19 a month to put it on the Apples and iTunes and Spotify's and shit like that.
I get the yearly.
Yeah.
TuneCore.
TuneCore is another one. So Brett Boy had us all on TuneCore.
Okay.
When I went Dolo 2018, I went Distrokit.
Distro. I thought about trying Distro.
Distrokit has been good to me.
Okay.
It's been good to me. We hit 1 million streams and then some.
Nice.
So
you notice how he said that just kind of like it was nothing? Yeah, we hit 1 million streams and everything.
I mean, like, they didn't cheat me. I'm saying, like...
That's a hell of an achievement.
If you are walking past the same amount of people I walked past in my last decade of living and they say, you're B. Lee, I know you from this, that tells me the streaming accolades and analytics are accurate. Okay. And I'm not capping what I'm rapping.
So you got the algorithm. Yeah.
I got the support. I got the support.
That's beautiful.
Because at the end of it, if I say, my numbers don't lie... Your numbers can always lie to you. Numbers are robots.
People can buy numbers now.
But if you see the people that support you nonstop, not only on social media, but at your shows, not only at shows, but whenever you're just out and about and they letting you know to keep going.
That's facts.
That is a platform that I'm happy to be on.
That's beautiful.
So thank you to Distrokit.
Because I've caught some of that love, man. Like you said, they don't see it, so they don't really know what's going on, because we're not the type of men to be like, here's what's in my pocket. Here's what's going on with here. Here's my bank account. Here's how much I got. I'm not the type of person to do that, and I'm sure you're not.
Not at all.
But 1 million streams?
It was cool.
1 million streams.
We still got more to go.
And counting.
Climb. It's uphill. Don't ever think it's
1 million streams. Y'all got to step y'all's game up, man.
And honestly, it was, like, it's on songs that I didn't. Okay, I'm saying plural, but like it's on songs that I didn't know would hit 1 million streams, because it's just a matter of like what your catalog is, how big is it, and what are the keywords and the things that you put out. The shit that did hit 1 million, and I'm gonna just say it out in the blue, was from Purple Hearted 4.
I was gonna ask you that. Okay.
So keep in mind,
commodity.
Keep in mind, hit 1 million.
Nice. Go stream that, man. Purple Hearted 4 on all social, all streaming platforms. I see it on Apple Music. I was listening to it on Apple Music.
That was one of the ones that I did with Bread Boy out on Lincoln Trail, and when we, when I had the chance to re-drop shit, that was something that I knew I had the full rights to.
What were some of the producers you worked with on Purple Hearted 4?
Purple Hearted 4 had Young Icon on the beat. He probably goes by something now, different, but he did a couple of them, man. He did Going, he did Sundress, Sundress was crazy.
I like Sundress.
So, yeah, that was his moment. That was his moment of like DJ Mustard type beat where we just,
that was nasty.
He could have threw that on YouTube and made a quick $1, and that would have been, yeah, but he gave it to me on some
with the blessing.
Brotherly love. Looked out for me.
That's love, bro. And I love that, man. One thing I feel like I had the advantage of when I was younger, a lot of people didn't have original beats.
Not at all. Matter of fact, another one.
I had them.
Shout out to Ricky Boom.
Okay.
Ricky
Shout out Boom.
He did the intro, Running and Gunning, for Year of the Youngin'. And that was like him just, he gave me like 3 beats. Like,
that was crazy.
And we kept trying to, same flow, he would put different beats on it each time that he made, just so he could find one that fit. One was real dark, and this one just sounded more enlightening and motivational, where we wanted to give them like a, it's time to get it, time to hustle, time to grind type music. And
see, that's a gift itself. A lot of people, I ain't gonna say a lot of people, but some people, they can't be as versatile as that. A lot of people don't understand that. Whenever they see people that's having success in music, understand that you stand out for a reason, because you're versatile. Like you said, you can work with different moves. Whatever way you want to do it, you can do it.
Yeah. When you say it like that, it's like it's gifted, but honestly, you got to work for that too. To be versatile, you got to step out of your comfort zone of what you're used to.
You're right.
I had Tex to show me that, and Calvin to show me that. Beezy and Tex, by the way.
You're right. Some people will take some, like they'll throw you a different type of beat, challenge you,
and tell us, give us a story, give us this, give us that. As a kid,
okay,
there's not a lot of people coming to kids who want to rap and tell them how they need to rap.
Right.
So whenever it came to versatility, that was an adult telling a child how to play the game. Right. That was cool.
Okay.
I was appreciative.
Shout out to them, man.
Shout out to Bread Boy. Yeah.
They connoisseurs, and they man, that's beautiful, man.
For sure.
So moving forward with this, so you've evolved as an artist. That's the only thing I want to pinpoint, and I like the song about your daughter that you made. That was beautiful.
Thank you.
Could you elaborate a little bit on that?
Yeah, man. I got tired of Father's Day not really being all that it was cracked up to be.
Okay.
Like,
yeah, they diss us on that day. Yeah.
I mean, whether they diss us or whether they just got their own personal, I can't be judgmental. I can't.
Yeah,
I've heard many pillow talks about the deadbeat dads out there, and the baby mamas be preaching. And sometimes I'm like, that's fucked up. And sometimes that puts me back in my own zone of like, I'll never be that for my kid.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. And for that, I also want it to be known like I'm a proud father of a daughter. Like,
people understand that.
Yeah, because sometimes they hear nasty man and they want to fuck a nigga on sight. I'm like, that's stupid.
Yeah.
Get your shit together. It's only entertainment. Jay-Z told us this years ago.
Facts. There's a difference.
Yeah. So off that, let's talk about something that's real. My kid.
Facts.
I don't need to tell them how old I am in music or what my goals is in music. Let's talk about what matters. What matters to you. I hope you make music about what matters to you. I hope you have the right people around you where they keep pushing that type of influence. Because sometimes they're not around. This was one of those moments where no one was around to tell me how to make this song.
This was a responsible song.
It took me years though.
Did it?
Yeah, no, 2018.
But I'm proud in a way because when I heard it, it just, for one, it showed growth, maturity, but it also, I just loved hearing it, man. I never heard that side of you, and I respected it a lot.
You know, you gotta cry 3 times in your car while writing it to know that.
Yeah, there was some emotion behind it.
Even if I didn't like how it came out, it was so much like literal tears on that that I could not put it out.
That's beautiful, man. And you know what? It's so, when you make music like that, you know people's gonna relate to it because it's coming from such a core of a place.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I love my kid. Yeah.
Yeah, that's beautiful, man.
Great times.
I got 2 of them myself. They get on my nerves, but I love them.
Man, it's just small versions of us, right?
Little mini us.
Yeah, and then we want to make sure that lifestyle, that nostalgia that we had was, if not better, something relatable to the joys we had.
Facts.
So I live vicariously through my kid.
Y'all want to play Fortnite? All right, man. Just keep on playing.
Oh, bro, you take that Nintendo Switch all day and just play Super Mario Bros. Kirby. I'm just like...
That's how she's on Super Mario Bros. Though.
But even then, I was a gamer. I was on my Mega Man Street Fighter shit all day long.
That's hard.
Yeah, Pops was a gamer too.
So moving forward, I got some projects listed that you got on Apple Music that I seen.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna go by the list, and you tell me what they mean to you or the vision that you seen when you came out with the joint.
That's cool. I don't get these a lot.
Okay. So first we got Year of the Youngin.
Yeah. Let these niggas know. That's what that was.
And those words?
Let them know what's up.
In that order?
Nah, I'll tell you where it came from a moment. The title came from a moment.
So it's deeper than that.
Yeah, it's deeper than rap.
Deeper than rap,
man. I'm at the barbershop, right? It's like 2013.
Okay.
I just dropped Purple Hearted 3. And I'm up for 2 nominations. I didn't know it was 2 until they called me back. It was text.
Okay, because you won Lyricist of the Year, was it?
That was 2016.
16?
So it's like 2013.
Yeah.
So I had 2 nominations. One was Rookie of the Year.
Okay.
And the other one was Mixtape of the Year with DJ Murph.
Shout out to Murph.
Shout out to DJ Murph, my brother for life.
We done some stuff too.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
And yeah, when he told me the first one, he's like, yeah, man, you up for Rookie of the Year, man. I was like, oh, that's dope. No, rewind that. He said, you got Mixtape of the Year, man. I was like, oh, that's dope. Then I hung up, still getting lined up. Calls me back. He was like, yo, you up for Rookie of the Year, too? I said, Rookie of the Year and Mixtape of the Year? Shit, it's the Year of the Youngin. And off that...
That was Tex and you was mad?
Tex was like, I like that. He took that for what it was. And
shout out to Tex,
Tex always had the ear for it, bro. Like he was.
Shout out to the ear.
The ear,
baby. Shout out to the ear. That's a lovely nickname for him.
Hey,
bro.
man, like when you've been in the X-Men for so long, and niggas want to change their names, and you just like, why you change it? But I changed my name, but it just.
It works for him.
I took the middle initial and just made it a full name.
You did.
People was like, man, you ain't B Lee no more. What changed? I turned the B into Berran. You have to pronounce it now. If you fuck it up, if you fuck it up, I know you don't know me.
Facts.
Some people still say Berran. Like when they saw it's not Wale, it's Whale. No, fuck you.
Berran.
That was. Listen, man. Listen. That's been my entire life. I only went by B Lee because I knew people knew they could pronounce a B and a fucking Lee.
Right.
Berran was so.
It was easy.
But I'm gonna be honest with you, when it comes to Google, there are a lot of B Lees. There's like, it's a multiverse.
I did see a few, like, I think it was it may have been on Apple Music.
It's crazy now that I say it out loud. But
so I typed in Berran Lee.
Yeah,
that's when it came about.
That nigga.
Yeah.
B Lee. Hey, there's a nigga named B Lee with Hot Water and Cornbread as a song. I am not that nigga. I am not that nigga. Also,
we're not gonna play on that one.
Also, there's another nigga who everyone knows and played as Nunez on Sandlot, the black kid, Steven Nunez.
My joint.
Yeah, so
his name's Berran B Lee.
His in real life he becomes a rapper because his real name is Brandon Lee Adams. And he goes by B Lee. So listen, when they do those little Mojo videos of like, where are they now and shit like that, this is how that
dude from the Sandlot.
They took my Mad City clip and said it was him.
Oh Lord, I hate when they catch this.
So how? But listen, that same "Where Are They Now" video hit over
That's
1 million
crazy.
streams. So that 1 million stream goes to what gets 100,000 views on Mad City.
Shout out to that, baby.
It's all about algorithm.
It's all about algorithm. It worked out in your favor.
Always works out. Even when you don't think it works out, wait on it.
That's nice.
Some shit that came back years later after I dropped it. So it was cool to get that recognition.
You know, we got clones out there, but it works.
Yeah.
You can't do it like we doing it. Stop it.
Niggas don't ever want to do it a different way. They just want to do it the way everyone thinks is right.
Yeah.
That's wrong.
So I'm gonna go. So the next joint is Too Cold to Care.
Too Cold to Care.
2018.
Yeah, that was a fucked up year.
So, oh man.
Oh, I felt that from
some bad memories.
All of it. I think that's what came from it. Yeah.
Okay. Put my hat on for this one.
Yeah. This is all right. So I'm gonna say this as clean as possible because I ain't got no beef, no problems with no one today.
Let's be clear. Let's be clear.
Everything was music.
For the culture.
I chose to go about it through music only. I said if I could redo Year of the Youngin', where there were no hands in it and it was all me, that would be Too Cold to Care. That would be my little mini project of what I felt like Year of the Youngin' could have been.
So that was the inspiration.
I'm not saying what it should have been, but an alternate level of what Year of the Youngin' was. Because Year of the Youngin' dropped 2017.
Okay.
Too Cold to Care dropped 2018.
Right.
This was me saying I'm on my own.
Okay. And
respectfully, love y'all, family, Red Boy. I'm still I'm still yelling it. I don't have a problem yelling it because I know that's in me. It doesn't have to be on me.
Yeah.
So if it's in you, it ain't gotta be on you. They can take a jersey off you, but they can't take the game from you.
That's facts.
That's it. So when people be like, "Are you still with?" It's not a still with thing.
It's not even a question.
I picked up Corey from the airport the other day. Still know the handshake like it ain't shit.
Facts.
That's family ties.
Yeah, don't question brotherhood.
Yeah, for sure.
You already know.
Yeah, no, I ain't playing with that. But yeah,
that joint was still hard though.
No, I wanted to body him. I wanted to body everybody.
So that's what you had going on.
When Year of the Youngin' dropped, there were doubts.
Okay.
And that was the first dismemberment of Bread Boy. And I'm gonna say that because nobody else wanted to work after that. Everyone thought that I was getting all the attention. Year of the Youngin' was all everyone wanted to talk about. While I know other people were still working on projects as it was. Word. So I can't be mad at me putting all the work in for years and years and finally get my debut moment to shine. Yeah, I dropped some mixtapes, but that was my choice. Now a label sees all the work I'm doing behind that and wants to give me a debut album by putting this amount of an investment in, this many funds, this many posters, this many CD duplications.
They want to invest in you.
Yeah. It got quiet.
Marketability.
But also, like, Year of the Youngin' was a 5-year project in the making.
Okay.
It took 5 years.
Some time into that.
Yeah, because the first time we started talking about it was 2013.
Right.
Year of the Youngin'. I didn't drop until 2017.
That's crazy.
So I get to hear the songs that were me at 19 and the songs that were me at 22.
And I'm glad you clearing that up because there's songs that people hear that's just they have no clue when you recorded that.
That's cool to me because I know my shit is timeless.
Yeah. That's a good
when
way
people
to
listen to music and they say, "Damn, this is pretty good," I know you're in a time capsule and you don't know what time
that is a good way to look.
Imagine you going in time and you fear whatever time frame you go into because like there's a moment of slavery and that's a time. But depending on where you land in that time frame, still
right.
You could probably enjoy where the fuck you at.
That's a beautiful way to look at it.
70s ain't have iPhones, but they had Woodstock, so it's like. You could be in a moment where you're like, damn, I don't know what kind of zone that nigga was in when he made this, but I'm rocking with it. Yeah. You dropped this yesterday? No, nigga, this was 5 years ago. Like, but there was someone yesterday that was like,
it works out like that in a lot of ways. Yeah. Like I think it was Fetty Wap? I think he had made that what was that Trap Queen joint?
Bro, like, yeah.
I said
it was years ago.
Yeah. I mean it was
Bodak Yellow, the shit with Cardi. It took months.
Yeah, so sometimes that's just the way it falls.
Yeah. So at the same time, it's hilarious to me because I know there's new people that fall onto it, but still old people that have to come back to it. So there would be somebody that just knew me by the name but never met me as a person.
I think that's the beautiful thing about music too, man. Like we could be sitting here now and you got a joint on there from 5 years ago still on the internet. Somebody first hearing it the first time today.
I was talking to my best friend about that. As long as it's in the cloud, I guess, or in the archives, it'll never say what it didn't happen.
Yeah, catalog.
Yeah. Russ was one of the guys I paid attention to when he first started popping. And when he started popping, he was like, man, I got 11 projects you can go back to and listen. Mm-hmm. That made me say, okay, he's been here. I don't need to go back. I know the proof.
Yeah, and I even found that out about yourself because I already knew you was an extremely, extraordinary talent already.
Thank you.
But me going back and looking at the catalog, I'm like, yeah.
Did that influence you to send me a verse?
You talking about whenever I sent you something? Mm-hmm. Oh man, you talking about the joint we did with Nave?
That one,
Smoketown Nave.
The Strive, is that the one?
Yeah, the Strive. Yeah.
That one was fire.
Yeah, shout out to Nave. He's on that, but
Smoketown Nave. He always on the lyricist of the year list. With
he always on that
every year.
That's the dog. Yeah, but you tore that down. You tore that joint down. I might have to bring that one out because I never. Really
I ain't heard it in a while. I ain't heard it in a long time.
I never really released that joint, so I'm about to holler at Nate.
I couldn't tell you what I was rapping like ever. Like I don't know. I'd be high a lot.
Man, some of your bars was my knowledge is far from novice.
No.
Abolish your favorite college. I polish my every lyric in spirit of Biggie Wallace.
No.
I promise forever solid. I'm taking off like a rocket. Yeah, you got it. Yeah. You went in.
What year was that?
Oh man, now you pushing it. I have no clue what year that was, but
I was trying to let y'all niggas know I can keep up. That's all I was trying to say.
Shout out to Kels. Kels made that beat.
Shout out to Kels.
But yeah, I got it on deck.
Man, yeah.
Do something with it. So the next one I got, Purple Hearted 4.
Purple Hearted 4.
How you feel about that?
Purple Hearted 4 was my apology for Year of the Young and taking so damn long to drop. That's what that was. Because I didn't want to do another Purple Hearted. I really didn't.
So that was your apology to fans?
Yeah. Because even then I was telling niggas like, when Year of the Young and drop, this and that's going to happen. Like I was making predictions on there, giving them months and shit like that when it's going to drop. Mm-hmm. And I think I was also saying that's my prediction. Like LeBron with 3 rings.
See, building
coming in the comments over, it's gonna be a cold spring or some shit. Like just trying to give niggas hints. Like, ooh, when will it drop? Like,
you always been good at that. Throwing market like in your rhymes.
Oh yeah, I had good influence.
Promo rhymes
for sure. If you can nursery rhyme your shit, they gonna sing it back to you, and then they'll know the date by word for word of singing it.
Facts.
Yeah, nursery rhyme shit.
So and then you drop. I think it was 2021. You dropped Sky.
Yeah. Sky.
What's the inspiration about that?
Wow, yeah, Sky's my daughter's name.
Wow.
Sky Lorraine.
That's a lovely name, man.
Yeah. So I think that was the influence to say I'm back.
Okay.
I'm back at it to give it another go, give y'all another project. Honestly, nowadays, I don't know if I want to give another project, but it's still in me to do it. I like singles a lot right now.
I was about to say that, you the single man. Right?
I like dropping singles so they can keep their ADHD in their pocket.
You gotta spoon feed them sometimes.
Yeah, because sometimes I give them an album, I was like, nigga, did you even go to track 17? Like,
right.
I can't be mad that they don't give a fuck like that, bro.
Still stuck on number 3.
Right.
Some fans, man, they just get stuck on a certain joint or two, and then they just can't stop listening to it. I'm like, bro, did you even go to number 4?
And sometimes we have to go back. I'm glad that you mentioned Sky because when it first drops, not a lot of people were eating it up like I thought they would.
Right.
And that's going to happen sometimes.
Yeah.
But even then, thank God that I have a singles mentality of even if I give you a project, it's not going to be drowny shit. It's just, I got a lot of singles and I wanted to put it all in one place.
Right.
I just round them up kind of like. Mm-hmm. So whenever, I think Hot Boy with Braxton was popping. Mm-hmm. I had another,
I like that one. I like that one a lot,
bro. Another
it's got the hey now it got the All-Star reference.
I sent that to Braxton.
I was a baseball kid, man. I used to hear that song all the time.
That nigga said I was a lunatic for doing that. And
no.
But in a good way, of like, nigga, you're crazy.
Oh
like,
man,
I love to get on this.
I love that. When I heard it, I'm like, yo. Because I used to hear that song come out, like I said, I'm out here playing baseball when I was a kid. Yeah. And we was all-stars. I was on the all-star team. Oof. So I would come out and, we'd be out there warming up and we'd be playing it. Hey, now.
That was my shit. I used to love Shrek.
But I like your version a lot better. That shit was hard, bro. Like,
thank you. Yeah, I was having fun with auto-tune, too, so I think at that time I was like, nigga, I can't sound bad.
That was dope.
I think I was pissing Calvin off so much doing the auto-tune. Because he was like, I think between him and KYD kid, if you remember Desmond. Well,
I think so.
They Fort Knox type.
I think he did a joint with Sweet.
Yeah,
okay,
that's him.
Okay.
So he hates it when I do it. Personally, every time he messes with me, he's like, "Man, you need to rap." I was like, "I do rap." He's like, "No, rap." I was like, "Okay, get back."
He's a lyricist himself.
Because even like you said, abolish your favorite college. That shit is like.
You like what?
What? Who was I angry at? That's what I be thinking.
That was a little Slim Shady-ish in that.
That was some anger issues. That's what that's
I went in.
These niggas don't take me serious. Like that's how I felt like I was rapping.
The last bar was congratulations, you the definition of a lame.
That's how I know.
But you know, I'm petty. I'm like, yes.
Yo,
kill
man.
that shit.
Weed is a motherfucker, man. Weed is a motherfucker.
You was on that OG Kush that day.
I mean,
Skywalker.
I wasn't even really smoking back then, but if I was caught in a hot box, and it was always with my niggas that had me like, someone's about to beat on the side of the door like a maniac, just so I could rap for like 5 minutes straight.
Yeah.
And that was like when I knew like there's two different realms here.
Oh yeah.
I could never go in the Bread Boy studio high.
Mm-hmm.
I could never do that.
Word.
Because I wouldn't get shit done.
But that kind of smoker.
Because when it's time to work, I knew studio was the no play zone. You got to really put in the work. But like in the hot box freestyles, it's recreational. You really having fun in that bitch.
Yeah, that's
but
fun.
To take that and then someone recorded and you keep certain things that was catchy, but it was also wacky. Let's see if we can like tune it up, polish it, and bring it to these bars. Now you get songs like. Well, Nasty Man being another one where it's all me just throwing metaphors like that.
Because you can sit at home and be like, okay, you looking at this and it's older, but you taking things from it. And you're like, okay, I'm gonna do this with it.
Yeah. How do you improve it? Yeah. It's cool to see a little green leaf in the grass, but can you grow it into a tree? Let's see.
That's facts.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. And the last one I got is, well, not the last one. It's Summer Freeze.
Summer Freeze.
Yeah. How you feel about that one?
Summer Freeze.
I like the title too.
Yeah. No. So that's actually in the trilogy.
Okay.
It's a trilogy. If you go into the entire archive of Berran Lee, there is Too Cold for the Summer, Too Cold to Care,
Too Cold to Care, yeah,
and then Summer Freeze.
Okay.
Yeah.
Word.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a timeline. I love stuff like that.
Yeah. So Too Cold to Care was 2018. Too Cold for the Summer 2017.
That's hard.
Fast forward 2021. Summer Freeze.
And I like Billy Blanks. Single?
Billy Blanca.
Billy Blanca.
So like Willy Wonka, but Billy
Blanca.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that. I like that joint. Nice Street Fighter references and everything.
Yeah, that's my fun.
The Chun-Li joint.
Chun-Li was my shit. Yeah, I really want to push the segment for anime more in music.
That's one of my questions. That's one of my questions. Actually, one of my questions is, who is your favorite anime character? Do you have a favorite?
I keep having favorites every week, bro.
I need some experience in it because people ask me to draw these characters.
I got the OGs, of course, but like I still go back to old joints like Yu Yu Hakusho and just get more from the main character now than I did as a kid because life is gonna teach you like, nah, you relate to these guys more than you think.
Word.
And Goku was obviously someone that told me like, yo, if you just keep showing them that you that nigga, they gonna fall in line.
Yeah.
Like that was my whole goal with Bread Boy. Of just like let them know you got powers, nigga, and you not afraid to use them.
Consistently putting that work.
People say anime is like for kids, but it's also like a real piece of artwork that gives you emotions that sometimes live action can't explain.
Yeah, that's what you get from it.
Exactly.
I don't think there's an age limit on it.
Not at all. Like depends on you. It's a mood, just like music.
Yeah,
it's definitely a mood.
That's beautiful, man. So moving forward, and by the way. Go ahead and book him quick, man. He gonna tear that stage down.
We'll talk prices later.
Of course, the bag got to be right. But.
Obviously.
But yeah, man, he's gonna be electrifying. So go ahead and get him in there. But yeah, moving forward with this petty question. What is your wildest reaction that you ever seen, or a moment? It's got to be petty and outlandish. It could be from a bar you dropped. It could be something you seen on the road or in the club.
Golly.
Somebody fell down the steps.
You know what?
Gotta be something petty though. It's gotta be petty.
No, petty is in like I didn't like that, or like petty
is
in like it was funny because
there's levels to petty.
Okay, so like I'll give you a more recent one. Derby.
Okay.
I did Afro Man, and I had Project Pat come through.
Word. Two big dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Project Pat didn't show up though. He didn't show up. He had a leg problem.
What?
I don't know. Blame the fucking
Project Pat didn't come?
bro. I had a whole fight with the fucking
Word.
show promoter because that's
Man, we won't Pat.
We still did the show, but the thing was, I had my shorty there, and she saw it, and I think that's what made it a petty moment. Whenever I got off the stage, and there was a nigga that just walked up, he's like, "Bro, rapping ass nigga, you a rapping ass nigga," and I was just like, "Thank you, bro. I humbly like, thank you. Like, I'm sweating my ass off and shit. I just did a 25-minute set, like 7 songs and shit."
Yeah.
And he's just like, you one of them.
He had that eye contact.
It felt like a witch hunt. Like, that nigga said, you one of them, bro.
He meant that every bit of it, didn't
Rapping ass. So when I'm in my car, you know, my girl said I did a good time and I had a good show and shit, but she's like, you rapping ass nigga. Rapping ass.
So like it turned into an inside joke now or whatever.
You always want to show him you still got charisma. You still want to show him you got the energy for this shit, and you still love this shit, and you gotta keep, you know, jumping like a madman. I think I was a madman on that.
Yeah, you went in, man.
Thank you.
So moving forward with this, that's a funny moment too. You were rapping
ass, like
shake your hand all hard.
But I've always been called that. One of my homegirls called me Ran, and that was an acronym for rapping ass nigga. And I was, and it's crazy that that's the end of that last syllable of my name.
And well, a lot of people nobody can rap like you, so you take that and embrace it.
Hey, that's hard for you to say, man. Thank you.
So moving forward, how do you feel? Because I feel like generationally, you kind of right there in between. Where you've seen a lot of different things happen.
Yeah.
Within decades and years. So
as far as the music?
Yeah. So how do you feel about and culture in general? The older era, you know, hip hop versus this newer era, more of the technology era of hip hop.
Fuck them old niggas. No, nah, for sure. Nah. That's how young niggas be now. Nah, I thought I was about to flip your whole show over. Like, yo, fuck them old niggas. Nah, I'm still young.
You're the youngin', baby.
I hate saying that now. I actually make more references in my music to let them know it's no longer you're the youngin'. It's something else. It's a grown-ass man.
Growth.
I got a daughter to feed.
Facts.
And I say this to say, like, yeah, the new generation is cool. I have my favorites and I have my least favorites. I'll keep it as blunt and simple as that.
Okay.
I do believe, like, sometimes I don't know why certain people be on platforms that they get on, but you know, it's a blessing that they're there. Thank God that they're there. Experiences still have to happen, no matter if they're good or bad. So you know where you stand in the middle of it all. So for me, I like the generation, but even then, the generation I come from, not a lot of them could fuck with me.
Facts.
And I say this to say, you could try it today. I'm still ready. I don't have to get ready.
Okay.
So, but yeah, that's the goal of like music, right? You gotta represent whatever that time frame you're in. So for everyone to do that shit unapologetically, I think I'm in the right place with the right kind of business.
And that's the right word, unapologetically. And you got tough skin and you block out noise.
You have to. You have to, especially if there's some sort of result that you want at the end of it, like a finished song. My thing is just a finished song. Some people have to finish writing it. Some people have to get the right beat. I don't find the beat after writing it. I find the beat, then write to it. So that's me saying I live in the moment. I don't have to go look for the moment.
Yeah, I get inspired by the beat.
Exactly.
That brings the mood.
I think a lot of people do it that way now. It's very obtuse to do it the opposite way. Yeah,
it is. You can waste a lot of time writing a bunch of stuff that you may not even you ain't got a beat to it.
Exactly. I mean, if you're an acapella nigga, cool. Go rap battle or something. I don't know.
We way past that phase. You know? So moving forward with this, that's interesting. I noticed you had a experience in New York. BET Freestyle.
Yes, sir.
Is that the title of it?
BET Freestyle was my submission to Freestyle Friday.
Freestyle Friday.
And Freestyle Friday wasn't in the same traditional manner of one guy battling another guy in front of a crowd.
Okay.
They made it more of a, you know, in-house, one mic, spit for 60 seconds. There's going to be 30 contestants. We're going to break that down. And they had it set up in boroughs of like, okay, yeah, they have there are 30 rappers in New York, but then they had their 30 rappers in LA and 30 rappers in Toronto.
Oh, so they had it all organized.
Yeah. Okay. But the first stop was New York, so to be on the first episode of that was hard for me to just be a nigga from Kentucky.
It does feel good to get embraced.
Yeah.
I know people up there. I've connected with people up there, and the way it feels.
I didn't even know we were gonna be on TV. That's the part that fucked with me.
It was hard. You handled it well.
My whole plan fell mid-flow. No one even knew it though.
Word?
Yeah.
Hey, I couldn't tell anything.
So when I drove for 12 hours, I had the whole thing ready in my head.
So you drove over there?
I drove.
Okay.
I drove. No, I had to make a whole GoFundMe just so I could get the feed to like find somewhere to stay that night.
Word.
And shit like that. I asked for 500. People on Facebook gave me 9.
I didn't know that. I probably would look.
Yeah, no, thanks to the support.
Yeah.
Support. So if I had the support, like, imagine you making music for the longest time and people saying they believe in you, and when you finally get a grand opportunity like BET DMing you with their verified Twitter page, saying, yeah, just come to Manhattan. You got to find your own way though. Mm-hmm. Those same people are like, oh, this is his shot. We're gonna give him that shot. Yeah. And that was support from the hometown, the people that knew me as a kid.
That's love.
Because all they ever knew was Berran has always been a rapper. Right. I've never wanted to be anything else.
That's beautiful, man. And for them people to show you love like that, it lets you know that other people believe in you too. Right. You know what I mean? It puts life in it. Yeah. And I noticed, was it DNA? The battle rapper?
DNA, yeah. DNA,
I noticed that.
It's a couple body, like, bro, like godly, like. I saw Sirius Jones and we chopped it up.
Word. Sirius Jones.
Sirius Jones.
Shout out to them, man.
Shout out to Sirius. Shout out to DNA. I saw a couple people came and talked to us. D1, I think, or DZ. He makes like Christian rap music. He was cool.
Gospel artist?
Yeah, gospel artist.
Okay.
Another one, his name was Casanova.
Casanova?
Yeah.
Word.
He got locked up recently.
Yeah.
But yeah. He
Shout
was there.
Casanova.
He was dripped out too, man.
Okay.
It was cool to see.
Yeah, he signed to Rock Nation right before he got locked up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He'll probably have more for us.
That's a cool experience, though.
It was amazing. Mm-hmm. I think I was number 7 out of 30.
Hard.
I saw a lot of people choke.
That ain't bad. And that's based off how they viewed it. You know what I mean? It's just ratings. But that doesn't mean you're actually the number 7. That's just how they ranked it.
Well, no, I was number 5. I made top 5.
Okay.
But out of 30, like to be from Kentucky, that's still an accolade for me. I was 7 in line to go. So you gotta. They was like, just come in here. It's real Hollywood when you get in that bitch, bro.
Bougie?
Like
Bougie.com? Okay.
Yeah, bro. Cameras, dark room. Someone saying, okay, we're gonna start 3, 2, 1.
New York.
What's up, y'all? Yo, I got Berran Lee. Yo, he said Berran Lee on national television.
I think he did, because I watched it the other day.
And I said, yo, it's Berran Lee. Hey, they gonna know your name by the end of it, right, Jay? They gonna know your name by the end of it.
Dang.
And I'm like, fuck. like in my head, I'm like, they already clowned it. Like, this is slow motion when this is happening.
So being from KY, you kind of had that consciousness, about you. But I think you handled it well, man.
I had to.
I think you did.
If I fucked that up, bro, that drive back was I'm changing my name. I don't rap no more.
I think you had the Gimme Gang, the coat on. You had the B Lee coat on.
Yeah. Huh? Self-made. I stitched it up myself.
Yeah.
It was
hard.
I had to make sure I was already something that was established, so they didn't try to manipulate it their own way of saying, oh, it's just a nigga who thinks he can rap.
I like it. You showed up in a custom way.
Of course. You got to. If you believe in your shit and this is the platform for people to take you serious, really rip that bitch up. Yeah. I had to.
All the merch on ready to go.
But I'll tell you this, mid-flow, if you go back and you see me saying, hold up, that was me looking at people from peripheral. Uh-huh. That they got bored of the shit I was rapping about.
Oh. So
switch the flow.
So the way you felt about it was like, nah, something got changed real quick.
It's almost as if you're about to beat somebody's ass, but they blocking a lot.
Instinctively.
Switch back.
Yeah.
Give them something of a cadence of
you went up for the left hand layup, and you feel like they was going to kind of block it, so you switched to the right.
Better yet, I thought I could shoot pistols and they would enjoy that shit. So I said, fuck it. Uzi that bitch.
I thought the whole thing was hard, but that's interesting that you pointed that out, because I didn't notice anything about it.
But once again, stay ready, because things like that are gonna happen. Just like
so you won't have to get ready.
You gotta make the slip sometimes of like, this is what is gonna get you that ticket of more recognition, acknowledgement.
I which falls right into my next joint I got with you is, do you ever feel like some of your last second rhymes or some of your spontaneous ideas end up being some of your hardest or your hottest?
Yeah, because people always tell me.
Yeah.
Yeah, when people tell me, I be proud.
Yeah.
It's a proud feeling because I'm just like, they say shit that's so stupid, but I know it came from me.
Yeah. It was just on the fly. You just came up with it. Or it was older, you know.
I used to say stupid shit as a kid. I was like, I ain't even trying to fucking shit. I already came. Like, it was like stuff like that.
That was hard.
I was just goddamn tatted on them. What are you talking about?
Like, dang, I really like that? Okay.
Yeah, and you just kind of go back to the lab with that. They give you something that you can experiment with and say, okay, now let's see if we can expand it, make it more flavorful and something that's signature. And when you find your signature, that's what people start talking about to other people.
That's your pocket.
Stay in that pocket.
And you found that too, brother. You had a nice run.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Had a nice run. Nigga,
Nice
I'm
run.
Kobe. I ain't playing till I'm outside. That might be a bar.
It did sound like he was done and you had a nice run, but it's not.
I like to reminisce a lot.
not
So I think if someone was to walk in and hear this, you would think it was coming from someone who's retired, but it's quite the opposite.
That's why I probably shouldn't have said that. Yeah, you had a nice run.
But I love the moments. I live for the moments because I live for the nostalgia of it. That's what keeps me going now of making new shit. Because 5 years down the road, someone's going to mention, songs that you didn't mention that's already out.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be here like, damn, the same thing you said about Too Cold to Care is how I'm going to react to that. Like, people are still putting the ear in shit that I keep thinking is forgotten, but it never is.
Facts.
Never really.
Because you was living for the moment when you made it.
I still live for the moment, brother. I still live for the moment.
Man, Too Cold to Care.
Too Cold to Care.
So, moving forward with this, I noticed you was on Booth Action with DJ Slick. I noticed that.
I was bugging him, bro. I was ready to get on that shit.
Yeah, the youngin'?
Yeah.
Yeah. Lyricist of the Year 2016?
Yeah, Lyricist of the Year.
Yeah.
Yeah, B. Lee.
So how'd you feel about going up there in Booth Action? You tore it down,
I don't know why. So like right before COVID is when I got on Booth Action.
Okay.
But I was already known as Lyricist of the Year, so for me to talk that shit and then say, yeah, I was Rookie of the Year here, I was Lyricist of the Year here, and but then like after shout out to DJ Slick too.
Shout out Slick once again.
He was just like, but you let the bars do the talking. That was the last thing before they cut into it.
As he said, okay, he said that to you.
Well, I said it to him. I was like, that's enough about me. Let the bars do the talking because even then, I brag about the shit that I've already done. Because it still sounds good.
It was a Kanye moment, but I loved it, brother. I loved it.
You gotta just at least introduce yourself, even if it's like cocky.
I love that. I like that. For one, the confidence behind it.
Yeah.
And you put in so much work, you think everybody knows everything, but sometimes they don't.
They're never gonna know. Yeah. Not really. Even if they think they know, they don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you gotta keep taking them deeper, and deeper into your craft, and I feel like that's how I used to do.
It's the journey, man. The more I journey into this shit, the more I learn new shit about myself. Where people will say, "Oh, he's different." Yeah, that's kind of the goal. You want to evolve into something you're not familiar with, because the minute you get comfortable, you're also stagnant. You're also
never be too big to grow and learn.
Yeah. Be a student. Be a sponge.
That's what it's about, baby. So moving forward, you tore it down.
Thank you.
So your Instagram is way too hot and popping, my brother. It's just way too flaming.
Yeah, I took a lot down.
Did you put some work on it? Okay.
Oh, as far as like the followers and shit?
Nah, just how long did it take you to get to the level? I just noticed it draws a lot of traction. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I try a lot of different shit as far as like, just hashtags or just skits or just freestyles to different beats. And sometimes I'll even tag producers of beats that I find from YouTube so they can just chop it up via DM. But yeah, I started looking at my Instagram seriously of like, okay, we can make this grow back in 2018.
Okay.
I didn't have a job. I was a full-time dad at home while my kid's mom was in the military doing her thing.
Okay. And
from there, I was like, this is my opportunity to also grow from, I believe I grew from maybe 5,000 to 10,000. And when I hit that 10K, I was like, okay, I want to go from 10K to 20K. That's when I'll drop my next project.
Okay.
I was trying to execute things that were kind of far-fetched, but also somewhat realistic in my head.
No. You set goals for yourself when you had the time to do so.
Yeah, because all I can say is like, with music, no one has ever told me I sucked. So
nothing's far-fetched.
Nothing's far-fetched if it has
ability.
like my stronghold is music. I think everything else is like, I mean, me being a dad, I love being a dad because that's up there.
Right.
But outside of that, everything else is like maybe me putting 70 to 80% of it. I gotta learn a lot, so I'm not the best. But music is what I chose to learn, and over 10,000 hours have been put into it. So that's mastering something.
You put the work in.
You have to if you love it. I don't
and
know.
It's paying off because your IG is popping.
Thank you. I take pride in it, but I also have to figure out how to grow from it where it's just not something that's expected. You know, when you post something that's expected, it's a given. It's no longer you being you. It's you giving what they want.
Right.
I don't want to give anybody what they want besides good music. I want to give myself the full appreciation of experiencing something new.
Okay.
That's why you're never going to get a project after the last one that's the same. I might
even
really
love music because it's the fresh experience for you.
Yeah, it's me. It's become therapeutic. It's become therapeutic for me now.
And that's when it's brilliant. And that's when I feel like more chips come in after that. If you're therapeutic and it's just natural and you're doing it for the love of the game, love of the sport, love of the culture, those things just kind of come.
The things you can't change is why we have serenity prayers and stuff like that. But if you could change it or you could put the narrative in a different light, that would be me making the music for it.
Beautiful. It's powerful too, man. And okay, so moving forward with this, do you got a top 7 artists? And I say 7, I ain't gonna do 5 because that's super petty.
7.
It's hard to do 5,
That's
but maybe
cool.
even 10.
This man shot the whole gauntlet in this motherfucker.
If I can get 10,
I can give you the top 5 without it being in order.
Okay, yeah, no particular order.
So I already told you Fab.
Fab's one.
Fab is one of the guys.
Kendrick.
I'll put Kendrick since you said more than 5 because Kendrick's not in my 5.
So he's not in 5?
No.
That's interesting.
I mean, he's a 5 for sure, but he's
not in mine either.
The new generation's top 5 is well known. I think that's Drake. I think that's Cole. I think that's. I don't like saying Big Sean. I don't.
Nah.
Only because Big Sean. I
love
love
Big Sean.
I love Big Sean's music, but I won't put him in the same category of a Drake, Cole, or Kendrick.
Nah, that's lyrically that's another level.
Yeah, it's a lot of ego to it, like Wale. I feel like you're up there with Wale.
Yeah,
I fuck with Wale.
Comparison. That's good.
Wale's hard.
Yeah,
I still fuck with Wale. But Method Man.
That's a good one.
That was OG. I saw him in person and he spazzed, and I just knew what I kind of wanted to emulate.
I'm proud of you on that one.
Of course.
Love Meth. Plus, you say you're a woo head anyway. So
of course.
Yeah.
Busta Rhymes.
Oh, that's hard.
Busta.
Ah, man, that's like one of the first artists I really dove into when I was a kid.
You said woo-ha, like, it's different.
That I got you all in check and all that.
His videos, his flow, his charisma, everything was me saying, I gotta live more. I gotta do more. And not do the most per se, but do what you feel like. I don't give a fuck what they think.
And originality, just free.
I know I'm the shit. Who gives the like? Like he gave that emphasis of just raw shit.
You're right. You're absolutely right about that. And that's a very good.
I think if it wasn't for Busta Rhymes, and I'll throw this in the category now, I wouldn't find such appreciation for Old Dirty Bastard. Because when he passed, I didn't have so much education. I was like 06.
Right.
And I'm like in 6th grade.
You had to dive back in.
I had to go back. And ODB, a lot of them woo niggas, man, they still nice. They still.
Nice. Yeah,
but
for sure.
Back in the 5, Ludacris.
Okay.
Ludacris was one of the first people that made me want to rap.
Okay.
Yeah.
Word.
Yeah.
Luda. I know his albums was popping, and he was always colorful, animated. Yeah. Original.
Atlanta's a hometown, so like hearing him a lot out there, I saw in real time how Atlanta people felt about his music.
Right, the power behind it.
And I knew like I wanted to have that same kind of impact. 50 Cent,
that's a nice one.
G-Unit, obviously. He's just, but like he did so much shit as an accolade for his career that someone at my age, for your mom telling you, hey, this is an explicit album that's only entertainment. Don't try to copy this shit.
You're Rich or Not Trying now?
Yeah, that was my first album.
Man, classic.
First
Unmatchable.
Unmatchable. I wanted to kill, but it was. I wanted to catch a body. I wanted to throw up the vest and say, If I can't
man,
do it on me, it can't be done.
Man, every joint
Oh,
on that.
God.
Classic.
I think I heard it in Finish Line today. I'm like,
Man, I love
Champagne
50's
Bottle
one of my, yeah. For a lot of different reasons. Not even only just the music, because I feel like you said, he got so big in other ways that it actually made his music sound better, because you know what he was saying was just so large.
I think since Pac,
Story.
like after Pac, there was nobody that made the odds being against you with your back against the wall look so fucking cool.
Yeah. Like
He
the
made-
marketing behind it and just
Like,
story.
who you know gets popped 9 times and comes back still talking shit? That takes
Yeah.
guts.
And he made a whole movie out of it. Just
A video game, a movie.
Everything.
I'm over here like, this nigga's a whole superhero.
And
It's like,
it was genius. I mean, some people make the argument, oh, he got shot. Nah, it's the way you implement the music, the way you break down your story, the way
yeah.
it's just
Channeling a negative situation into something profitable
Yeah.
and also positive. That's dope.
like Kanye Through the Wire. That done that for me.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite
That was
joints.
classic Kanye.
That's one of my favorite all time.
With the wire in the mouth still.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's dope.
That was real dope. So moving forward with this, that's an interesting list right there. I like that. I like that list. So, what moment you feel like solidified your spot as a lyricist?
It's a lot of those moments.
A lot of moments, yeah.
It's only because that
You're a process guy.
Yeah. That solidifies me. Every time I don't choke, I feel like, I'm meant to be here. But there's also moments I choke where I'm like, I gotta work a little bit more.
Which is okay with that.
Yeah, I choked on B96 and a lot of people didn't know it.
Yeah.
Like mid freestyle.
Like I said, you wore it well, man. I couldn't even. It was smooth.
Yeah, and even now it's like whenever it was like the pitch cipher or doing the BT thing or being on the radio or just show after show after show and then saying this is the part where the beat drops and you got to make sure you did it and then hear the rising of the voices while you're doing the meaning you still stay at it when they're rumbling.
Yes.
That's you saying I got ice in my veins. I can do this for hours.
Yeah.
That's the adrenaline rush in which when everyone's leaving after the show's over, I'm just breathing and taking it all in like I left it on the field.
So you thrive on that moment. That's beautiful.
I rise to the occasion every time.
Okay.
That's the high you can't buy.
I like that. I like that, man. Because everybody don't embrace that moment in that same way.
Not everybody wants to be a rapper, and nor should they be.
Facts.
Yeah.
Stay in your own lane, people.
How you trying to be a rapper but you antisocial? I'll never know.
I remember that line. That line
And that's
stands
not
out to me.
to put emphasis on that bar. A lot of people was like, man, I know motherfuckers like 21 Savage. He ain't social. He's a rapper. That's not what I mean by that. When you're antisocial in a rap form, yeah, you can still be an asshole and still make good music.
Yeah.
Don't let that show for your work ethic to be lazy, as in you don't feel like you need to network. You don't feel like you need to collaborate. You don't feel like you need to even let people know it's out.
Oh, that's where you lack it.
That's the anti-socialism in which I can't fuck with as an artist.
Right.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, I've came across, people trying to collab with certain people and things of that nature. And when you find out that they have that kind of poor work ethic, it just kind of makes it sour. You know what I mean?
I booked sessions for niggas who had to go get high first and get drunk first and then ask what the subject matter is. And I'm like, Jesus Christ.
You were wasting time, bro.
I had 2 verses in case this didn't work out.
Right.
And sometimes I had to lay that second verse down in the same studio session.
And my thing is, I like to have my fun, but let's do all that once it's all laid down.
Even then, I probably don't want to.
Need you listen to it?
I'll probably still listen to it over and over again.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. It's
That's interesting.
I'm glad I go through the names of people I've done features with because I didn't mention some names because sometimes they don't work out.
Right.
But I'm not going to downplay those names because I
Right.
might run back into them later on and then make something even more beautiful than what may not have been.
Because they may have been going through a process themselves. You never know what's going on with them. So, so moving forward, how you feel about these top 50 Billboard lists, that double XL cover, and all that type of stuff? Do you pay attention to any of those type of things?
Doesn't mean anything.
It really doesn't.
It doesn't.
I
don't know these names. I don't even know their names.
There's so many new, last time I seen the double XL cover, I didn't know any of the artists. I don't think. Maybe one.
Probably follow like 1 or 2 of them on Insta.
Yeah.
But they're just like us. They're just like me and you. They rap good. They dress probably crazier.
Because double XL, when that cover came out, it usually meant a little something.
I saw the freestyle video, and one of them niggas was dancing for like 15 seconds. And niggas was hyping them up like, hey. I was like, what? Oh, this is the new generation.
What?
There's a new generation. I thought I was the new generation. That shit's crazy.
He was doing what? He was dancing?
I was like, goodbye, 20s. That's 20s. Early 20s. That felt like a 2000 baby
like
or something.
Shaking us? What was he doing?
This nigga had the hairline chalked out still.
Oh, Lord.
Looking like a...
Bless his heart.
Oh, and he just started hitting this shit like... I was so shook. Oh, God.
What a record at?
I need to find this video again because he was hitting it like Mike Jackson with the Jackson 5.
Going hard on it.
And niggas is really chanting like, hey.
Popping the shoulder.
I said, no. I felt like a teacher in the class was like, no, y'all do not indulge in this shit.
Right.
Y'all supposed to be rappers.
Right.
Y'all doing this shit.
Shifting.
I think I was looking at my phone, and I'll be quiet. I just be chilling in my bed looking at shit before I go to bed. And all you see, promise you, if you were just in the room like a fly on the wall, you would hear is this: scroll, and then wait.
What?
Oh, that cooning. Okay, it's just
TikTok could do that too.
Cooning.
Like,
I'm going to sleep.
What? Scroll.
Enough of that is when I say, yeah, I'm going to bed. It's enough. Just enough internet for the day.
So let me get this straight. This was an artist on the XXL cover.
He's one of the current XX. I don't know his name. And watch the same shit I felt.
You don't know his name.
I'm gonna be honest with you. A lot of us felt the same way about when Kodak and Uzi dropped. We didn't know these niggas.
Right.
But we know these niggas now.
Right.
So XXL has some kind of influence to say get to know these niggas because they're gonna be in your face a lot.
And that's the only reason why I kept it as a question because I'm like, man, there may be a few in there that might come later.
If they come around, that's because I appreciate the consistency of like, okay, this one caught my attention.
Yeah.
Even after they display, like, sometimes I had to go back into the years of like each class and then say, no, he was in that.
Yeah.
Okay, damn.
Yeah.
Because
somebody told me Lil Yachty was on there. I'm like, nah, he ain't. I went on there. I think he was on there.
Bro, when I saw somebody had a crazy flow on there and it was like, wow. Mm-hmm. And still to this day, I'm like, niggas is nice though.
It was nice?
It was like, crazy flow, and like, what the fuck? But it was like, but then fast forward, I'm like, he's nice. Maybe he just needed to be crazy at first so we would pay attention.
Shock
value.
Yeah.
A lot of it is shock value.
It is, especially with the labels.
That's why they see me as boring. I don't do too much crazy shit these days.
I mean, I think that a little bit of it is a battery putting you back on the labels.
Yeah. But even then, like, don't let me get in the mood because I might do some stupid shit coming up. You never know.
Yeah, because there used to be some. Yeah. But moving forward with this, so, do you got a favorite time to hit the booth? Like early or like, are you a late night boother?
Recently, I've been doing it more on a like first thing in the morning.
Okay.
Like
when your brain's first fresh.
The last 2 reference tracks that I did and just sent to random artists. Mm-hmm. It was like 8, 9 in the morning. Mm-hmm. Sometimes even earlier, just so I could like say whatever you wake up to. There's already something playing in your head when you wake up. So, what is that beat that you have to go find now? Mm-hmm. I go to YouTube. I just wait for it to hit, and then when the beat hits, and I'm a pause and play type dude. I don't even need to write it. I'm just like, okay, got something for that. Okay, got something for that, and just piece it up. Mm-hmm. That's how you really go in the motions of like, it's a mood. Let's just put our moods on it, not try to make a direction and map it out. That's what we do when we write it.
Right, let the mood talk.
Yeah. If the beat is like, how I'm gonna talk some real fly shit.
Yeah, I've never made good music thinking too hard about it or organizing it too much. Mm-hmm. It's all mood and vibe with me.
Yeah, it's
95%.
I can tell, most definitely.
Mm-hmm. And like you said, in the morning time, I feel like our mind is the most freshest.
Yeah, but the nighttime is a whole different beast too. Where
it is.
If you have the, I think my more lively music comes from the nighttime.
Nightlife.
Most of the shit I perform comes from me having late nights in the studio sessions with like Slick.
Yeah.
Slick's been recording me since I was 19. So
Shout out to Slick again. So that's beautiful, man. Do you like big crowds in the studio with you, or would you rather be solo dolo?
If you ain't got no purpose in there, get the fuck out.
Word.
Because y'all fuck up a lot of our feng shui.
Word.
And a lot of our zen of getting some shit done.
Mm-hmm.
The work ethic sometimes gets misused whenever it's bad bitches in a room.
Vibe killers.
Or niggas who just love to talk when the niggas... When I've been irritated for slick sometimes when niggas just be yelling over shit.
That's what I was going to say, because I feel like it interrupts the engineer even more so than the artist, yeah.
And if we're paying for it, get the fuck out of my studio session.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, all love, thank you for supporting.
Yeah.
But I don't even need you to be talking right now.
It's your investment.
And that came from like text when I used to be that kid. I used to be a ha he he ass nigga when I know I just laid out a fire ass verse and no one's gonna top it. Yeah. That was the way I would talk in my tone. Mm-hmm. And that's not what it's about. It's about getting the song finalized and finished and let the engineer do his job.
I think the most beautiful sessions come within your comfort zone.
Yeah, all the time. Yeah. And even when I'm uncomfortable, I'm like, how do I
get out of here?
Knock it out. Yeah. Get in, get out.
Yeah.
Get in, get out.
Yeah. So moving forward, this is a question that I often ask. Do you feel like discipline is more important than motivation, or motivation is more important than discipline?
It's a balance, honestly. Okay. I think they help each other out, honestly. I think because of the motivation of something always has to change in your life.
Word.
Therefore, you lack discipline. Mm-hmm. But if you know you can make that change, you go looking for that discipline. You start doing less of what you're used to and start putting yourself in uncomfortable situations. That's going to make a better diamond in the end of it.
That's a good answer.
Yeah.
So you find ways to discipline yourself.
Always. I think I had way too many mentors, way too many teachers, way too many fundamental lessons in life, people included, that, you know, most of our lessons come in human form. Mm-hmm. So for that, I had to go into my own realm of things and just, sometimes you gotta press that pause button, step out of yourself and say, okay, what do I need to happen and what's gonna happen after this?
Instead of jumping the gun.
Yeah. Press resume, put that strategy in play, win the game. Because at the end of the day, it's just a game. If you feel like depression is kicking your ass, you're not understanding that the game is your opponent is never depressed. He's trying to get the next shit going.
That's a good way, because I don't even really believe in depression. I feel like
it's very real.
I feel like it's real, but as long as I got the mind state that I don't believe in it and it's psychological and I can find another way to deal with it,
it's mind over matter.
Yeah,
it's mind over matter.
Yeah. So,
but even then, when we depression is a light that sometimes people don't even speak on. You don't even pick up on it at the time. It's a radar of just like, I don't know, pattern.
Okay. There's got to be an alternative to depression.
Yeah. Like I said, I still to this day I have ponderings about like my cousin, because he didn't tell us a thing before he took his own life. We didn't go. We scrubbed the phone. Nothing was in it. Girlfriend didn't know nothing.
God bless.
Family, all that, and I think that was his way of protecting us from something that he couldn't cope with.
Right.
And still, sometimes I want to know, but even if I don't know, I have to accept the things I cannot change, therefore grow from that. Thus, I lack more discipline.
Right.
I have to find things to know that's my twin. It could have been me. I could have done similar shit.
Right.
But it's everything in me to say, I got someone who didn't ask to be on this planet that lives with me, calls me the best thing in the world since sliced bread.
Yes.
And I have to keep honoring that child and knowing that I gotta be the best version of myself.
That is facts. It's things like that that keep you going, to make it just forces you to discipline yourself.
People leave this world to make you a good person. People come in this world to make you a good person.
That is factual. So that's a wonderful answer to that. So moving forward, this is a nice question. Who would you like to see? It could be locally, it could be on the big stage. But who would you like to see in a versus battle? And can anybody see B. Lee in a versus battle?
I've done one before. It wasn't
Berran Lee, to be exact.
Yeah, I wasn't really as popping at the time. But who could Berran Lee do a versus battle with? I mean, versus battles are.
Can anybody see you in it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's all about confidence. If you have the confidence to see me in it, see me in it.
Yeah. You got some joints.
Thank you. I'm over here like, yeah, he's right.
That's a choice.
It's not my go-to to say I'm making all this good music to go versus against somebody.
Right.
But there's some people out there. It's like if you get bored enough and there's a bag in it, of course I'm gonna be like, yeah, I can throw 20 in there.
There's a pocket
20
full.
records.
Yeah.
Bar for bar, word for word.
Easy.
But I guarantee you, like, I think versus battles are for people whose status is like, Nas level, Pharrell level,
they
Drake
got that
level.
crazy catalog.
Yeah, because we want to see the amazing, legendary battle. Not some local niggas do not need a battle. I don't think I'm a local nigga, but I feel like I see a lot of local niggas do it, and it's not. It's cool for hip hop. It's cool.
That's
for
a
hip-hop.
good point.
But it's like I would just rather y'all just make the music.
I think a lot of it has to do with like familiarity in the records.
Yeah.
And a lot of people around here, a lot of people are not going to be familiar with a lot of records that they throw in a versus battle. Yeah.
Platinum niggas
have them records.
Platinum niggas do verses.
Yeah.
On the come up, niggas do collabs. That's what you'll collaborate. We
right.
need to do a versus battle. My song's against your song. How about we make a song, nigga?
Right. Let's start
why are you being weird? Don't be that guy that has to make a rival when we could just be buddies. Like,
right. Everything doesn't have to be a competition.
Yeah.
We can make money together.
I think that's why people hate me now, though.
Why is that?
Because I don't want to compete.
Right.
Niggas be like, man.
But that's not really your pocket.
It's so weird, though. It's like
it can be.
There's so many new rappers that come into the game where they know you and they want to make a thing out of it.
Yeah.
And it's just like, hey, man, because I know you from here, I'm going to set myself to be your rival or some shit. And on some anime shit, that's hilarious.
Like your quiet competition?
I was like,
you ever have quiet competitors? Like, you find out, like, I didn't even know they were competing. But...
Bro, I compete from my own bed with my 5-year-old half the time. I don't have problems with these niggas.
Right.
Like...
You're like, what?
Listen, I don't go too much about like.
So you telling me people got a problem with you because you don't have a problem with them?
I guess it's frustrating when you say it like that. Yeah,
that's crazy.
It's funny though. Yeah. Like, I get it. Like, you wanted this persona. Imagine you go up to The Rock.
But see, your name.
Yeah,
that name.
You want The Rock when you see The Rock smell. Shut your candy ass up. Like, I want that motherfucker to fight me, and he's just. Dwayne. Like,
yeah. Some of it, they just want, I think it's more of, okay, that's him.
That's why I like doing.
And we want our moment to, kind of.
We could be cool, bro. It's not a top where it's only 1 foot you can keep up there and it's lonely at the top. Like, nah, come chill. You know where I stay. Like, you want to cut a record? You got an idea? Tell me your idea.
Facts.
Yeah.
And some of that stuff is, some people want to be Chiefs and not Indians,
They want
not
a story.
Jordans, not Pippins.
A lot of them want a story.
And they do.
They want to build a story so people can go back and talk about it and how they brought another rapper to their demise. Let me tell you, that every rapper I brought to their demise, they came at me first and just climbed the wrong tree. That's
Y'all
simple.
hear that?
It's
Don't
simple.
get cooked trying to do that.
I'm not talking shit. I'm just saying it doesn't have to go that way.
Right.
Don't be that guy. I don't want to shoot, but I'll shoot.
Thanks. But you're right, man. I like how you put that into perspective because our culture's, it's interesting.
It's very interesting.
You said like a country artist, they collab all the time and make big money. They got fans. You could be a 50-year-old country artist. It doesn't matter how old you are. People still come to your concerts.
Money gonna talk like that, man. As long as it's something fresh and new,
it'd be going.
Yeah.
But I feel like within our culture, the hip hop, there's some of that going on. But like you said, there's always that competitive side where I gotta be better, or he's in the way of me shining. No, I'm not in the way of you shining.
But everybody wants to shine too.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, and sometimes it's like, I said years ago in the interview, I think for like the newspaper, I said this is the most competitive genre there is.
Facts. I think that's what I'm getting to.
And the notion of it changes. Like, I don't feel like every rapper that comes out in the game is trying to be the best Jay-Z there is.
Right. It's different now.
Yeah, people just some people don't give a fuck. Some people rap about their drug addiction.
Facts.
And I'm just like, all right, cool guy.
You're
cool
right.
guy.
It turned more into that. Like, because coming from my era, it used to be, who could say that? Who could say the dopest things on the records? And who's the nicest? Who got the bars? And all that. And as the game evolved, people don't really care about that as much.
I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, I do, but I don't. I do for my own music. I don't when I hear it on other people.
Yeah.
Because some people try it, and I can also tell they're reaching.
Yeah, you challenge yourself more than you challenge someone else.
Yeah, I'm never going to put out something that sounds reach-worthy. I've heard reach-worthy music.
Yeah, a lot of it.
Mm-hmm. Trash.
And that's where the internet go wrong, I think.
That's why I turned off the... Like, the internet can't go wrong. That's the problem. It can't go wrong. So when we get mad at it, like, oh, why would you put something like this? Why are you viewing it? Just turn your phone off.
Yeah.
Go to bed, read a book, go outside, drink water. Like there's so many things we can do as an alternative except get frustrated when we don't see what we like. Facts. And I think that's the creation of trolls. That's the creation of things that just bring more negativity. And yeah, cyberbullying is a thing, just not in my fucking world because I can turn my phone off.
Yeah. Because you choose what you like. You choose what you listen to. You know what I mean?
Music is a mood. That's why someone would say, what category are you in? I wouldn't put one in there.
Facts.
I might want to make rock music tomorrow. Mm-hmm. Because I could.
That is factual.
I got my own music in the studio to do what I want.
Mm-hmm. So, that's beautiful.
Yeah, mad science is shit.
So moving forward, this falls into my next joint I got for you. In what way do you feel like AI is gonna alter the music business? Artificial intelligence creeping up on us.
I gotta be careful with this one. I just watched who cloned.
It's touchy.
I watched they clone Tyrone.
What was that? What was the clone Tyrone thing? What was that all about?
It's a lot. It's hard to even say, but mostly it's like, even with just to answer your AI situation.
Yeah,
it's scary.
Yeah,
it's a scary thing when
very much.
I didn't have too many things I was good at. Mm-hmm. So when I finally knew I was good at music, I started writing like a madman. Mm-hmm. To know that you could put your own lyrics in, throw it on an AI, cover Eminem's voice on it,
crazy,
and say it was Eminem who did it.
Crazy.
This is dangerous as fuck.
Very.
Especially if it's like culture vultures who don't even like rap but want to make profit off.
Oh yeah, investors.
I don't fuck with it.
Yeah, I mean,
that's just me. It was cool for a second because it was like this whole company that was making this artificial ass dude who got signed, and apparently he was really white and said the N-word on a song.
Oh Lord!
But he was like one of these like Fortnite looking characters rapping, and I was just like, this is creepy, but kids dig it. I get it, but like,
this is crazy. I think it's gonna. I'm afraid of what it's gonna do to the culture as a whole.
It's hip hop is very traditional in a lot of ways.
Yes.
So when something artificial comes onto the homeland, of course we're gonna stand at attention for it. Like, what the fuck is this?
Right.
I don't like that. Get that shit out of here.
Because it could probably ruin a lot.
It does ruin a lot. It makes me feel depleted as an artist.
I mean, 3 to 5 years from now, I'm just trying to figure out.
I'll answer it like Meth would. Get that shit the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
That shit is not hip hop.
And like you said, there's so much traditionally about hip hop that it could.
So go do some country shit.
Yeah, do something else.
Put Alicia Keys on a country song then, since you got the AI shit. Yeah.
But you know, people been stealing money from us for a long time from the culture.
Of course. And they're going to keep trying to. Scheming and conniving.
Yeah. So moving forward, you got favorite spots to travel? And when you do, you prefer hotel or Airbnb?
You know, I'll crash at home. I have a lot of friends. I've been around the way. But, you know, crashing at a friend's crib most of the time. I have Airbnb'd a few times. Mm-hmm. Cincinnati's always been love with shows. Mm-hmm. I'm about to be in Tennessee a lot more this year.
Word.
Atlanta's home. Both sides of my family's from Atlanta, so I always be cruising out there.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
I know that.
Uncles, aunties, grandpas.
Word.
Yeah. Good shit.
6 hour trip.
5 if you do it right. 5.
I'm gonna go. Yeah. At B Lee's place is 5.
Man,
y'all go 6.
I'll be zooming sometimes. You might see me right by.
Yeah. How many times I went to Atlanta, man? I get there at 5, and then I just come to a complete stop when I get there. The traffic is crazy.
Traffic is crazy.
Yeah.
That's why I don't live there.
Right.
I'll visit, but I won't live there.
Right. Moving forward, though, so this kind of falls into it, talking about the new age thing. So, cancel culture and like a filter.
Don't believe in it.
Okay.
I just don't.
Word, you don't see it.
Music is music, and whenever you start to put the face on the person behind the music, it doesn't really make much sense of evidence versus you still liking the music. Mm-hmm. fucking I Believe I Can Fly was coming from R. Kelly, yes, but the Star Spangled Banner came from a slave owner. No one wants to go into the third verse of that song.
Right.
So it's like it's so redundant where it's like I can't listen to this anymore. But you added it because it gave you a taste of palate.
Yeah, music's music.
It was an acquired taste that you acquired and you liked it. Now because someone did something stupid, you're like. But I get the part where you're like, we need to defund this motherfucker. Don't give him no more money. He's a scumbag.
I understand.
But if you are also in the position of, if I still listen to the music because I like the music and the money goes into the person who was the victim, would you listen to it? That's the shit of me playing devil's advocate at the time.
I know, I'm like that with you. Like, I appreciate the music side of it. I don't really think much so about people's personal life when I hear their music.
No, I'm sorry. I was a kid when I heard R. Kelly's music.
Facts.
And my mom was playing it.
Facts. We can't deny it.
Even though I probably wouldn't get one popping with the music playing now, because they're going to say don't play that shit.
Right.
But I'll listen. When you listen to it, it's still good music. Why are we acting like it's not?
Yeah, Michael Jackson. Come on, man.
No, you'll never tell me shit about Mike.
You can't tell me nothing about Mike.
They just wanted to ruin Mike.
Man,
I don't believe that.
Man, I feel like they wanted to cripple him.
They killed him.
Yeah,
they more than cripple. I think they fucked up. It's like, cardiac arrest.
Next thing you know, he's out of here, man.
Them niggas,
that's crazy.
That's fucking crazy.
And we talking about a legend.
MJ gone.
Man. So moving forward with this, do you feel B. Lee, or Berran Lee, should I say, do you feel like you get the proper respect as an artist?
Doesn't really matter.
Don't matter to you?
Nah. If I wanted respect, then that would be me ego tripping.
Yeah.
I don't really care if you respect me or not. I'm doing what I love. And if you respect it, then you have common sense. If you don't, then find what makes you happy.
That's how I look at it.
That's as simple as my life can be.
Talking about.
I gotta simplify shit, bro.
Yeah. Fuck all the goofy shit.
If I'm so worried about you, I lose course of myself.
Yeah. Tunnel vision, baby.
Control yourself so they don't.
So, I like that. Moving forward to this. Top 5 albums or EPs? Or even mixtapes.
Got a lot of
projects, should I say.
Okay, we're just going to toss them up of what goes through my mind right there and there.
Word, that's cool. Yeah.
I already said Get Rich or Die Trying.
Facts.
Jay-Z's American Gangster. I did like Ludacris's very last album. That shit was fire to me. Recently, I am very much more appreciative of To Pimp a Butterfly by Kendrick.
Okay, I never heard it. I haven't tapped into Kendrick as much as a lot of other people.
Kendrick's got some fucking books for you. I
need to tap in a little bit, don't I?
Yeah, because I was gonna say Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. This is newest one, and that one's fire too.
Word.
What was the last album that really made me say this is work?
Okay.
I would say Her Loss, that Drake and 21 Savage shit.
That album was fire.
Hey, that was birthday weekend
that
music
was a
for me. So
album.
And he's got another one coming out.
And for it to be 2023, like
For All the Dogs.
That was a good album, bro. Like
it's crazy.
That was a nice one. There's not too many albums of that caliber that's dropped recently. 2
Scorpios on a record where a Scorpio like me hearing it, it was anthem
it fell
music.
right into your arms.
Them niggas knew better. I was acting up the entire time like, yo, I'm about to take
What about that Jack Harlow album? You like that?
Yeah, no, I like Jack's music.
Yeah.
I will say this.
Borderline?
He's good.
He's good. Getting better too.
That's all I can
He's
say.
evolving.
He's a great artist.
Yeah,
great
he's
artist
too.
I just need him to not be so worried about what they want from him.
Word.
Give us more what you want to give us.
So you feel like he's pleasing the people more than...
That's all this third album was.
Yeah.
He even kind of made it known. Like, when he dropped the second one, Come Home, the Kids Miss You.
So this is more of a commercial album.
This was him doing what he wanted, this third one. The second one,
the second commercial album.
They were calling it Diet Drake.
Word. Ugh.
That one hit, and I was just like, but when you go back to
listen, Drake.
When you go back to listen to it though, it's just like the cadence, the beat selection, the delivery.
Sometimes it takes a second listen,
or
even a third sometimes.
But it's kind of hard to see when you got such major features like Snoop Dogg here, Pharrell over there, Drake on here. You got Drake on the Drake shit. Like,
that's crazy.
It is, but it's a dream come true. These last 2 albums have been us seeing his dream come true.
And so what does that feel like, him being a side of you, in moments, and then you seeing them on that level.
It's Kentucky. I'm proud.
Wonderful.
I'm so proud. Like I
represent for the.
It's so weird when people think like, "How's that make you feel?" But like they dig, and then you try to find something. I'm just like, he's never been an asshole to me. I've never been an asshole.
Well, I don't know y'all's full relationship.
Yeah.
I just seen the joint that y'all had. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? I seen the small moments y'all shared.
But even those moments, sometimes people take a gander and try to make a bigger story that isn't that
so
big.
people reach on that story.
Always.
Okay.
Because a name is simply a name.
Right.
You do with it what you will after that.
Right.
So if I have to understand how media works, social media at that,
facts.
When we get our hands on shit, it's a mess.
Yeah. They'll take something around with it too.
TMZ can give us facts even if we don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
But when we get our hands on it, we don't know if it's true or not.
Right, and it could get really messy.
Yeah.
You gotta know the facts.
Yeah, But no, I love the Jack. Love Jack.
That's beautiful, man. So, moving forward with this, a few more for you. The Gimme Gang idea. What's your inspiration behind that? I always think that was always a catchy name.
Yeah.
Gimme. You got the Gimme joint.
Yeah.
I'm familiar with that one.
That's my team, man. That's been my team since I was.
That was your vision, team?
Yeah, no, like still to this day, it's names that come to mind when I think of Gimme Gang. Like,
okay.
It's probably like 5, 6, 7 of us that grew up kids, mostly Radcliffe, Fort Knox. And like I said, it is an acronym. So when you say Gimme, you're spelling genuine individuals making moves everywhere.
That's hard.
Yeah. And
that's abbreviation.
That's the gang.
I love that. That's crazy you said that, because I got the dummies joining right now. You
that's
know
fire.
Yeah.
What's that stand for?
Discipline,
utilization, humbleness, motivation, inspiration. That's hard.
That's crazy you said that.
Yeah.
You got a good information.
Turning the negative into a positive, always doing something crazy like that.
Well, I like hitting stuff about that art that you don't know about artists. Like, I didn't know that it was abbreviated at all. Didn't have a clue.
Yeah, I mean, that's the fun part of it. I mean, but someone in the crew had to bring it up. And this was years ago. So whenever I have a conversation with somebody and they finally get to hear me talk about it, that's just more for me to interact, because I don't want to have to put it on a song. You know how hard it is.
And it keeps curiosity built.
Like, trying to say your whole acronym in a song and see if niggas be like, yo, that was fly. Like, that shit is a headache, nigga. You need to just have a podcast.
Yeah, just therapeutically let it happen, just natural.
Yeah, they'll figure it out.
And when they find things out later on, it's kind of, I think the anticipation is fun.
Yeah, I think what made me more excited of hearing shit like that is like when I think it was like Andre 3000, Kanye, Farnsworth, Bentley. They were all in that group, and it was like, "Can we have the colors ready for the stage?" It's like, colors. What does that stand for? Cool, outrageous lovers of you legally raw style. I was like, that's fire. Like, I'm a sucker for that. Since Codename Kids Next Door, I love my acronyms. Niggas
that's hard though, because once you find out what it means, you're like, yeah, that's nice.
Nah, yeah. Niggas want to be a part of it.
Yeah. So moving forward, you got any messages to the young upcoming artists, or just young people in general?
Yeah, fuck society.
Word.
Fuck society. Fuck what you believe in as far as how they want you to get it done, or what they think is the right way. What your heart beats to is what keeps you a life worth living. So I think it's very important that you keep following your gut, even if you don't want to trust your gut. Trust your gut. Even if you think this shit is whack, no one's gonna like it. Do you like it? Start listening to your own beat.
Facts.
Don't fuck with what people think is hot, because what's hot could be cold tomorrow. That's coming from Too Cold himself.
So don't ride that wave.
High key. Leave that shit alone, bro.
Create your own wave.
Yeah. Build not even a wave. Like, really, pavement. Make that shit solidified.
Yeah.
Do that shit for yourself.
Yeah.
Niggas always want to be somebody else.
Carve it in.
Yeah.
That's beautiful advice. Because you got a lot of them youngers out there trying to be
niggas
somebody
can fall
else.
off the wave. The wave can really drown your shit out.
Yeah, I never understood that wave.
It's a cool wave, but even then, a wave is the new term for trend. It's the new wave, guys. Like, everyone wants to get on the wave and ride it, but not everybody can hang 10. It's like you're bound to fuck up somewhere in it all, because you did not create the wave. The wave just came to you.
Right.
What are you creating that's you and people want to get on? That's you something.
And things just work for us. We've learned to be trendsetters, man.
All the time.
That's what works for us.
It's fun because we have the I guess the complexionism for it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's a real word, but you know,
it sounded hard.
I want to keep it as political as I can.
It sounded hard, but I know what you're saying, though, man.
Yeah.
I know what you're saying. Create your own pavement.
Kings and queens. Kings and queens.
So, before we book it up, you already know. You got some shout outs or some upcoming events or anything?
Yeah. I'm gonna get this because I be sucking, bro. Shit sucks when I have to actually explain shit. So I know September 2nd, I'm gonna be with Jordan Jensen in Cincinnati.
Okay.
I got a show out there. Look out for the flyer.
Stay booked.
I'm also gonna be October 5th through October 7th in Adams, Tennessee for a spooky festival. They got me doing like
Spooky Fest.
Spooky Fest. Like,
Word.
Doing a lot of shit out there just so I can get more, I guess, out of my norm of what I'm used to.
Yeah.
And that's cool because also Jordan Jetson, a lot of other people from the Ville going to be tagging along with that.
It's hard.
But the more recent show that's coming up, August 25th, that's going to be in Louisville, actually. It's going to be the I Am Royalty Fest. That's another collective I've been working with since 2018. And yeah, I told them recently I'd be out there ready to perform.
Man, that's truly beautiful, bro. I couldn't wait to get you up here, man. I'm like, get him up here. We made it happen, baby.
Thank you, man. I'm happy to be here.
But you already know, man. Electrifying talent, brilliant young person, man. You already know, man. And we rocking like that. Let's get to business.